Discord.
Oh my.
I'll do it on my phone so I don't mess up my capture.
And everything just goes crashing down.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh, it's gonna all come crashing down. Because, Callan's gonna show up after work, and all my capture is gonna get messed up.
Oh, it's all gonna be for naught.
Tis the price of content.
Yeah, you know, you do what you gotta do.
Oh, yeah. Alright. But yeah, hey, Circle Up, welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know why I'm looking at the camera to say this, they can't see it yet. That's okay. Let's see. Oh, I have it open, okay. Hey, Pongers, hey, Wedmoke. What are we doing tonight? Podcast. It's a podcast night. That night, I got KFC because I made a promise yesterday that if someone donated $30, I would eat KFC on stream. Yep.
But it's still my favorite.
Yeah, I know, man. I got some chicken tendies, boys. We got tendies up in here. We're doing it right. I mean, Israel for 2 months? Oh, dang. That's awesome.
Wow.
Where you heading? Tel Aviv? Hey, Zishukan, first, maybe not. Not quite. Third. You're third. But you did really well. I applaud you. Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. Well, that's good. I haven't eaten all day.
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm. At our oh. Nice. Yeah, I know. Nice. You must be very excited.
No.
I'll give it 3 minutes, and at 10:10 we'll get started. Give some time for people to come in. Hey, Tetril RDX. Welcome. Long time no see. Hey, ask Paul how the hangover is. Wait, did he drink a lot last night? Because I was going to drink today.
I did do a drinking stream, and I needed some very greasy food to get me back on my feet.
I was going to drink today with you. with Hi Guys too, but he's not here. He said he would shotgun at the top of stream, and here he is without a camera. What a poser.
Yeah, I will get one. So I was explaining to Paul that I've made you a promise, and
I know, and you let me down here, buddy. I went out and got that headset. I was busy with other shit and couldn't catch the stream. It's alright. I feel you, man. Life gets you.
No, that's not good.
But I'm glad you're here now. Welcome. Literally like 5 people live there. Because I had a host and he actually grew up there. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
When I was out there, when I was living out there. Good luck on the podcast. Thank you.
We're gonna need it.
We're gonna need it because I don't know how I'm gonna represent Hi Guys. Not VR again. We're not doing VR again. It's a podcast. You can relax. That's okay. I know.
Actually, he's gonna have his VR going, and then he's also gonna have my video of VR going too, so we can just start spinning in opposite directions.
Yeah, we actually we should podcast with a VR capture of ourselves in our room. What's his last name? Everybody knows. Everybody, so I might.
Good idea. We could do VR chat.
It was like I think it's actually I don't know if I should say this on stream, man.
Uh-oh.
That feels like a bad idea. I can maybe DM it to you later on Discord. But yeah, something about saying it on stream doesn't seem right. But yeah. Having thought about that for more than 2 seconds.
Right, you're like, wait, hold on.
Alright, so we have 3 dudes here, but only 2 on camera, sadly. But, you know, we'll improve week by week with your feedback and with your lovely appearances here. So, with all that out of the way, I think we should get started, shall we? So, say hello to me in my face and Mr. Pole with Soul right over here. That's my buddy pal. My goodness. Well. We need to make Pole play VR chat. I absolutely agree. I'll do it with him. 100%.
I mean, let me get used to VR. I'm still learning so much about it.
Yeah.
and I attempted Phasmophobia just to see what it was like. That game is god awful terrifying in VR.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Absolutely.
I hate it.
All right, we're gonna change vibes here. Let's get to a chill vibe. Some chill background music here. All right. Here, let me just speak real quick.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody.
All right, yeah, that's pretty balanced. Heck yeah. Is his name Ori by any chance? No. But my goodness. All right, well, why don't you two introduce yourselves? Because I feel like people here likely know myself, but you two might be new to them.
I'll say for all you that do not know me, I am the Pole with Soul. As you've probably heard me a couple times pop up into his streams. We've done Pummel Party. We tried Uno. That didn't work out too well.
Oh, yeah.
And then, what do we play? Half Dead, was it?
Yeah.
We did.
Half Dead 2.
Yeah. Half Dead 2, that's what it was.
This is...
the one time I ever thought, I need shoes. Oh,
yeah.
God, do I need shoes?
Hello, yeah. He's the guy with weights in the background? Yes. He is.
I am, yes. I stream from a gym.
Yes. I stream from my room, so mine will always be messier. And then we got Hi Guys here.
Yes, I am here. Some of you do know me, some of you don't. I don't know, I've been coming in, hanging out, doing a little Jackbox. Off Dead 2 was great fun.
Yes. I will be eating on stream, by the way, while he talks.
Team, those were swim trunks.
Mm-hmm.
America flag swim trunks.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Man. I think I actually have the same thing, but boxers, yeah. Patriots right here. All
I should
right.
not be known as the guy with the weights in the background. I mean, I've been called worse things.
Yeah. By the way, we're still kind of workshopping titles for the podcast. If you guys have ideas, send them our way. My sister gave me some ideas. She liked the 3 Tostitos. Less is more because, you know, I'm so less. Boys making noise, chill in chat, and chill time. Oh my goodness.
Boys making noise. We sound like an 80s hair band. I kind of like
that. Soulcast? Ooh, that's actually not a bad one.
That's pretty good.
That's
quick,
kind of
easy.
Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know. Maybe we'll vote it one week or something. I'll put it into chat's hands. Always the greatest idea. But oh my goodness, yes, I am Solus. I am the host of this evening, along with my lovely co-hosts here. And yes, they are indeed very lovely. But you know, let's just kind of ease our way in here. Let you guys get to know a little bit about ourselves. They haven't been here a while. Welcome back, Asimone. Oh my goodness. So Paul. And hi guys, what about music and movies? What are you guys listening to lately? Let them get a feel for you.
Man, lately I've been going back into a lot of like Daft Punk and dance music. Don't know why.
Yeah.
No idea why, but I've been hitting a lot of that up lately, and I don't know. And a lot of old, just like weird 90s music, like Celine Dion and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? As the resident old person, I approve.
A resident old person.
Yeah. And then naturally the next question is babies. Secretly super smart or just actually dumb babies? What do you think?
No, they're trying to kill themselves all the time and you have to protect them. It's terrifying and annoying.
I see. Do you guys have kids actually?
No.
No. Hi guys?
No.
No kids?
No kids for me, no.
Are you guys baby people? Because I actually have my nephew here today in my household, and he's like less than 1 year old, and he's just crying constantly. I just wake up to shrieking, and I go to sleep to a baby shrieking, and that is my world now.
For me, it's a no, mainly because like anybody who wants me to hold their kids, I'm so scared I'm gonna do something to like drop them or hurt them, and that's my big fear. I'm like, no, don't. I'm good. Thank you. I'm okay.
Oh, you're that guy that holds the baby like it's like you're holding a bomb, and you're
I'll hold the child 5 miles out and be like, well, what do I do with it?
What is this thing? Get your nephew on camera.
I talk to the baby like it's just an adult. So I'm like, so, how you doing? I think you shat yourself. That doesn't seem comfortable for anybody.
I don't know. I like babies once they have personalities, but at this point, he is a flesh and bone paperweight. At this point, he has no personality.
He's just been shoved into the harsh world.
He's just a pooping machine right now, and that's kind of it. That's the beginning, middle, and end of his personality. But I don't know. Hopefully that'll change.
I eat, I poop, I cry.
It is great when they get to toddler stage and they develop their sense of self.
You know what? You know what I've learned, because I also have a niece who also comes here often. I think she's like 2 or 3 now, and she does talk and walk and has a personality. And I don't know if it's an all baby thing or if it's just her or the generation that's coming. But oh my god, I've never realized how much babies love watching themselves. She just constantly watches videos of herself on my mom's phone and like will like hang out with herself in a mirror. And I'm like, was I that much of a narcissist as a kid? I mean, clearly I'm that as an adult. I stream, right? But like, I don't know. I just never expected something like that from a child. I mean, first of all, to know how to use a smartphone by the age of like 2.5 or whatever she is. And then use it to just watch videos and content of herself. I don't know. It's a weird world.
I mean, especially when you grow up with this technology, they learn it at an astronomical rate because they're exposed to it all the time and everything. Yeah. I mean, me and one of my coworkers, we joked about, hey, Chris, when you have a kid and everything, you're going to be playing video games, and that kid's going to wipe the floor with you within like a year of learning. I'm like, oh, I know. Don't get me wrong. I know.
Well, and that's the funny thing is, like, we have to know that, like, the generation before us was thinking the exact same thing with just, like, even flip phones that had cameras. And, like, video games coming out and kind of starting to be more mainstream after a while. Like, the amount they must have thought we were kind of spoiled in our own little world must have been kind of weird. I don't know. In retrospect, like, I don't know. I feel like a sign of me getting older is just being able to kind of relate to the people that are older than me. I don't know.
Don't say that to me. Don't tell me.
Yeah. Back in my day, phones only had one camera. True. That's true, though. That's like such a weird thing, because you say that sarcastically, but it is weird that phones have like 5 different cameras now, and then like one that 3D maps your room and face or whatever. Yeah.
You picked up the phone having no idea who the hell is on the other line.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I don't know. Everyone was just so paranoid about what technology would become. And just paranoid about the world in general. I mean, I don't know if that's gotten a lot better. I mean, are you guys preppers in any way? Do you subscribe to that type of thing?
I have a bug out bag.
Really?
Yeah, I do have a bug out bag.
What goes into your bug out bag?
A lot of it is like some water purification stuff, batteries, some essentials like foods that will help me at least live, or me and my wife, for at least up to a week.
Oh yeah.
And
hold on.
Some basic clothes and things like that.
Yeah.
And then also maybe a weapon or 2.
See, I have a massive pack here.
There we go.
Yeah, but it's not a bug out bag. This is an earthquake kit, which is pretty much the same, because it's got like food and water purification and all that.
Yes.
But
probably a little bit of medical supplies.
Yeah, medical supplies, and like I think I put like a pair of pajamas in there, so if I had to run out without clothes, I could have clothes.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know. This is, to me, something that I've already like ended up leaving my house with on a few occasions, because I'm in California and earthquakes are pretty commonplace here.
Yeah. Being in the Midwest, we get earthquakes, tornadoes, and I wouldn't be surprised if somehow a hurricane showed up, Who knows?
Bruh. I'm
so stereotypical of like, oh, a tornado's coming. I'm sitting there standing outside going, man, look at that thing show up.
Yeah. I feel like that's how it's funny, because I'm not much of a prepper in real life of like trying to come up with solutions, but whenever I have a bad dream, the way I calm down, like when you snap awake with anxiety and you're like, for me, like I just have to sit there and rationalize, all right, if this happened in the real world, how would I cope with this? How would I survive? And when I can come up with that plan, I'm like, I'm good. I can relax now. Like literally the other night, I dreamt that I like was in a tsunami, and so then I just stayed in bed just thinking like, all right, so what's my plan to like outwit a tsunami? Like that made any sense? Yeah, I'm just like sitting there going like, all right, so maybe if I just like am underground, perhaps, But I don't know. I don't even like live in a place where a tsunami would reach me if there was one.
Right.
It was just the dream really getting to me. Yeah, surf the tsunami, absolutely. Yeah.
Yes, that's the way you do it. That's how you survive. Surf it.
I just get in one of those blow up like hamster ball wheels that you can run on water with. You know what I'm talking about? Little plastic.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, and I just ride it out. My
There
goodness.
was a guy, I think, who tried to cross the Atlantic doing that, and then fucking National Guard or whatever had to pick him up twice. They're like, dude, you need to stop.
Really?
He passed out the first time from heat stroke.
That
Yeah,
makes
apparently
sense.
it gets decently warm inside those.
It's surprising,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Oh, man. Thank you, Taylor, for the follow. But yeah, my goodness, it's just so it's so interesting seeing, like, especially here in California, because you just have really opposite spectrums as far as preppers, because you have like average everyday people, and then you have like the ultra wealthy, right? And they can just like own these massive bunkers or like bug out yachts pretty much. I
Dude,
mean,
let
like,
me tell you about a guy who came to Cabela's when I worked there.
oh boy.
We
All
called
right.
him Doomsday Guy because he would show up every weekend, and the first time he showed up, he bought gratuitous amounts of guns and ammo. Just gratuitous amounts.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think he bought about 11 that I remember, 2 crossbows, a bow, and then a couple combat knives and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Came back the next weekend and comes to the camping section, my section. And me and him are talking and we're going through all this. He's like, you know, what do you think I will need? He says he's got a bunker, like he's got one built and everything, and dug into the ground and all that. He won't, of course, he wouldn't tell me where the hell it was and everything. But, and you know, I'm talking to him, you know, okay, well, you might want some of this stuff. Here's, you know, this water purification. I go, what about, here's some good road flares. He goes, oh, I don't want to be found. I go, well, you can also use the road flares for other things. Like you could use it to start a fire, or maybe you
Ignite
do want to signal
thermite.
something. And then I go, or you could stick it in someone's face if they attack you. And he goes, I'll buy 20. Each pack had 10. He bought 20 packs because I said you could stick it in someone's eye.
Wow.
That's just good salesmanship.
Dude, well then
Yeah, truly,
he buys
you
us
just deserve
and
the
he
raise, is
leaves.
the moral of that story.
That's what I was saying. But then next weekend he comes back. He goes to the boot section.
He's all
but he
out,
goes,
buddy.
he goes, I want to talk to the other guy in camping. I go, and they go, wait, who? And then he goes, guy with long hair and everything. And I had really long hair then. And they go, oh, we know what you're talking about. Hey, you guys in camping?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working today. Why? We're sending a friend your way.
Oh.
Okay. And then I see him. I go, oh,
You know, in my...
every time he came, he'd only deal with me. If I wasn't working, he would leave. I was
Really?
told several times he left because I wasn't there.
He just wanted... He wanted your violent mind.
He wanted my violent tendencies, and then we talked about more stuff that not really designed to be violent, but how can you use it in a violent way?
You see, too. That's because Hi Guys here didn't get a cam.
Yeah, he
Sorry.
What do you have to say for yourself, all right, before the grand jury that is chat?
I would just like to apologize from the bottom of my heart to everyone.
All
I
right.
feel like I failed.
Yeah.
Not just
How do you
Solus,
plead?
and let everyone down. Oh, guilty.
Oh, you're guilty? All right, chat. Would you like to confer? Determine his fate. What's a fitting punishment, chat? What's that say? Shots? He has to start next stream with shots on camera? That's so weird, chat. That's what a great suggestion.
Shot.
Wow.
Yeah, what a good idea, chat. Hey, my infinite research that I did on you, Soul, has yielded that I should ask about Hothead. Apparently, is that a story of yours? They say Arez said talk about Hothead.
I'm not sure what they're talking about.
Oh, thanks ABD for the
Boycotting
$5.
Twitch, here's my subscription.
Dude, I appreciate that. Fight the power, man. You got it.
We got, is that Eris?
No, that was ABD prayer.
No. In
Oh, that
Discord.
asked about. Oh, in Discord? No, that
Yeah,
that was.
he's in here.
Oh, is
I
he?
was talking about when he said put the flares in the guy's face.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Talk about hothead.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I thought that was a literal suggestion. Hot girls.
That's what I was confused
It
about.
was-
Like, hothead.
Putting a flare in someone's face. Talk about hothead.
I see.
I mean, yeah.
All right. So Soul, as a prepper, what's your plan in a zombie apocalypse here? How are you surviving? Where are you going? What you bringing?
Me and the missus are gonna go out to her family farm. They live in the middle of nowhere, and you can see for miles. It's just flat farmland. So all we gotta do is set up on top of the granary and just keep an eye out. Be like, see someone walking 3 miles out that way. I got it.
You don't think hills would slow him down?
Could, but
Yeah.
that also, like, if you have clear, like, unforested hills, then absolutely, because it's going to give you advantage point of seeing distance.
Yeah.
But if they're trees, I mean, it covers you, but at the same time, it's going to be tough to see anything.
Hmm.
That's going to be the, most honest thing. Prayer, don't you judge me in my shot. And Steam, I
Shit,
mean,
shot.
I've survived
You're
my
getting called
stupidity
out.
this long. I think I got this, maybe.
You know, zombies can't exist in real life. That's sort of untrue. They have.
You don't know that.
There are
I work for
funguses
one
that
of the
exist that in
oldest
certain.
biopharmaceutical companies in the entire world, and I might be a blood scientist. So don't you say that just
there are
yet.
already funguses that exist that take over the minds of certain creatures. They're just usually
ants.
insects. Yeah, mostly ants and spiders.
Yes.
Beetles, I
I've
believe,
seen
as
that. That's
well.
terrifying.
Yeah, so it exists in some form. Yeah, so to say it's impossible, I don't know. Is my fungus in my brain? I don't know if it's reached there yet. It's spreading though. Man, we prepping today? I guess so. I guess so.
Prep talk, baby.
Yeah. So what would your backup be? You know, aside from the obvious gun, like, are you a shovel man, an axe man, machete? What's your
prefer an
action
axe
hero?
Because of the utility of it.
Ah.
One, I can use it well, but it'll also survive. It's pretty durable,
Mm-hmm.
and you doesn't need that much maintenance.
Have a dark crunchy versus smooth. You mean peanut butter?
Yes,
Oh,
he
it's
wanted
smooth.
to bring that up, get controversial real fast.
It's
What's
smooth.
better,
It's not
crunchy or
controversy.
smooth?
It's smooth. Everybody knows it's smooth.
Crunchy for my sandwiches.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's right. We're butting heads here right now.
How many sandwiches other than like with jelly are you putting peanut butter in?
I mean, yeah. Nutella. I throw Nutella in too.
Nutella and I don't know,
Peanut butter.
man. Nutella's already so thick and like sticky. It's got like that peanut butter chew factor to it.
You don't need
I don't know if it
open your
needs
mouth
more.
at all. Just one bite, you're fine.
I see. You just deep throat the sandwich, do you?
Dude,
I understand now.
like a snake.
I'm learning a lot about you. I really am.
Hey, but $20 is $20. A man's got to make a living.
You know, I can't argue with that logic. But what about you, hi guys? What's your apocalyptic plan?
My plan?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just waiting to die. Like I grabbed my bug out bag.
You're just like,
I got
it's it.
hungry.
It's over.
I realized I got hungry one night and I've already eaten all the beef jerky that was in
Yeah.
there. There's no food left.
Mhm.
Just stand there. Take me. Just take me.
Yeah, I just say goodbye to everyone that I care about and go down with the ship.
I vote we just do the podcast until the zombies arrive at the door. Just content to the end, baby.
Knock on. Shit.
Yeah, this is what the Twitch gods wanted all along. You know, my sister put together some scenarios, like I said, for us to talk about. And one of them is if fish could speak and wanted to hold a diplomatic discussion with you, and only you, what would you do? And how would you negotiate with their council? Yes, they 100% have a fish council.
Now, see,
I don't.
Before you said council, I was gonna be like, all right, this fish is talking. I'm gonna make you a sashimi
No,
because
it's
I'm
the
hungry.
Grand Council of Fish.
It's a grand council.
Yeah.
Of fish.
So all fish, saltwater, freshwater.
You know,
Everything.
it's hard to know.
Yeah,
I
are
guess
there
it's all
different-
fish.
Are there different plans now and everything because of
Yeah.
saltwater and freshwater and things like that?
Oh man,
You play
Now we're
factions
into the
up against
political
each other.
discussion of a fish council.
man. Do they bring representatives from each species?
Yes.
This isn't Noah's Ark, all right? I doubt it.
Exactly.
Do we represent all of our species equally across all of our, Congress? Probably not.
Nope.
I don't know. I say our Congress like we're all American. Hey, Salty Gum.
Proud to be an American, where I'm sort of,
Yeah.
kind of, maybe free.
Sort of, kind of, maybe free as long as it's within the rules that I'm confined to.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
The
What-
wise karate fish, or that was it.
All right, but let's
Katana fish.
let's get to the serious stuff.
All right, circle. You
What
take
do
it
you what do
easy
you
up
what do you
good
think
day.
is the most overpowered superpower?
overpowered?
Oh yeah.
superpower?
Oh yeah. And if you could have anyone you want, what would you be taking?
I mean, I was just gonna say, like, I thought you were saying it was overpowered superheroes like Superman. He's meant to be broken. He's
Man,
meant to
I
be
feel
broken.
like for me it'd be one and the same, right? I feel like the power I'd want and the power that I think is overpowered would be shapeshifting. I just feel like it's so diverse. I mean, that or just like immortality, right? Like just being invincible.
Do other people have superpowers in this scenario, or are you the only one?
I mean, I think it should be overpowered regardless of context, right? I think that shapeshifting would be overpowered with or without people having superpowers.
What is it? Is it
ABD prayer? Dr. Manhattan is the most OP. Yeah, I mean, I won't argue that.
Dr. Manhattan?
Yeah, yeah, with his blue balls and everything.
I see. Good to know. Who wants to join the Legion? I don't know, buddy. I don't know. But have a good night, Circle Up. My goodness, but oh man, I don't know. Hi guys, what would you be doing with your powers?
I'd go with, I think is it Rogue who can touch somebody and steal their powers?
She absorbs powers.
Yeah.
No, that's Kirby. That's Kirby right there.
Kirby, yeah,
no,
exactly.
He eats people and takes their power.
You give them the good stuff and you get their powers.
Now you ask what we're gonna do with our powers. I could tell you nothing good.
Nothing good.
Would you be a superhero? Fuck no.
I'd be a villain. I would do a lot of white crime, I think. Like what's it called? No, that is the term for it, isn't it?
Blue collar crime? I don't know. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh, isn't it white collar?
Is it white? Maybe it is white collar.
I think it's white collar, isn't it? Yeah.
Right.
So I would be doing get a lot of money, and then I don't know what I would do with it. Probably start some sort of really cool company.
Who's gonna stop you?
I would just be what Elon Musk does without powers, I guess, which is just like memeing just the absolute I don't know, just the out of Twitter and making whatever the hell I feel like on a given day.
Right.
With just an army of the best engineers.
I mean, you don't need to have a superpower for that. That's just another day.
Yeah, that's just Fridays.
Right.
All the cute babes. Okay, good to know, Flint. You're confused.
That's a good superpower.
Yeah.
That's a good superpower.
Bruh. All right, hi guys. What's your power? What are you doing with it?
What would I do with it? I think I would be, like an old school god, just not good or bad, just a little bit capricious.
But what are you talking about? Old school god? You know what Zeus did to so many women? That's not what you want to be, man.
Well,
you would have so many kids by the end of your first week as an old school god.
You're a
swan and fucked.
Modern day morals.
Modern day morals and an old school god. That'd be a really interesting movie. I don't think Percy Jackson would be the same.
Oh,
your power be having free time? Man, keep dreaming.
Yeah, that's just nah. You better luck thinking you can have superpowers like flying or laser eyes or something like that.
Yeah. No, man.
We talk about all that money. Just getting all that money. I'm like, you know what? If I had all that money, I would hold like a Mortal Kombat tournament.
Really? You would start a death match for your entertainment.
That'd be awesome.
You're going. Yeah. Oh wow.
Blood sport.
What's the prize though? You have to have a massive prize at the end, right? To the victor.
Oh yeah, they'd be getting like $5 million or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I robbed all this money and be like, I'm bored. All right, I'm gonna buy this island, and I'm gonna hold my own kumite.
Yeah. Now here's how I keep it going in a weird direction. All right, death match amongst all of the cereal mascots. Who do you think is winning? Who's your champion?
Wait, what?
Ooh.
Yeah, if you had to have a death match amongst all the cereal mascots, the mascots on cereal boxes. Yeah. Who's your champion? Who are you betting on?
I'm going Frankenberry.
Bruh, Frankenberry?
Frankenberry.
I don't know. I thought you'd go like Tony Tiger because he's just jacked it.
No, I think behind that gentle smile of Frankenberry, he's just a beast of a machine.
I know the Applejack cinnamon guy. I mean, he's just cold and heartless, man. He just like rips on the apple constantly with no feelings. He's just a stone cold killer right there, man. I'm betting on him. He do anything, man. He seems the type.
Or the rabbit from Tricks.
The rabbit from Tricks.
If you say your prize,
bro, that kid gets
Tricks,
the rabbit gets duped by kids. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm feeling that.
Just because he has to hold back, he's like, I can't murder a child. But you go, hey, there's a bunch of these other mascots.
He knows the cameras are there. He's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, damn it.
Man, if these cameras weren't here, he just like there's just like a Glock slightly off screen on his hip.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Right.
Hey, Michaela. My goodness.
Hey, Kayla, you showed up at an interesting time there.
Bro, sometimes I look back at the doc my sister made, and one of the things she put on there was narwhals, real or myth. What do you think? I don't even know what to do with that one.
If I say myth, my wife's gonna beat me with a shoe, so I
Oh,
have
man.
to default say real.
Yeah. Oh, dang. The Coco Loco train off-brand for the win? What is that? What is Coco Loco?
Wait.
Is that like cuckoo
Yeah, I don't think
Cocoa
it's
Puffs?
Coco Loco. It's one
Is
of those
that
bag
Cocoa
cereals.
Puffs?
It has to be.
It is,
Those
it's on the
sack ones
shelf,
they sell
yeah.
at Costco? Bro, do you
Costco
have
or,
like a childhood sack cereal? Like what could they just never buy enough of? Because for me, that was my household was a Cinnamon Toast Crunch household. That and Apple Jacks.
We were Reese's Puffs.
Reese's Puffs,
Ooh,
dang. We
big
got those on
Reese's
special.
Puffs.
That was a special occasion cereal. Because that was just flat out chocolate.
Yeah, it was. It's
not that
delicious.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch was really any better at all.
I was
I don't know
like-
why I'm talking like I'm on a pedestal here in any capacity.
Well, then let's discuss. Is
Okay.
pizza healthier than cereal?
Is pizza healthy? Absolutely. Well, it depends on the cereal.
Exactly,
It
yes.
depends on the cereal. It absolutely depends on the cereal because there's like this
The
whole grain
wheat
grape nut
bread stuff and
cereals.
Everything, you're not counting that as cereal. That's bullshit.
I got those.
Wait.
I still have those oat squares in my pantry right now. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You
those
make
are
these
classic.
blocks.
If the cereal is Cookie Crisp,
Cookie
pizza's
Crisp?
Crisp.
better.
Oh my god.
It's-
I've never had Cookie Crisps in real life because it was just cookies.
I was never allowed to have it.
Bruh, I mean, what drugs was the guy that pitched it on? He goes up to like the Kellogg's execs and he's like, I got it, all right. Kids like cookies,
Dude.
and they're like, yeah, and he's like, all right, those, but they're cereal, and they're
the
like,
90s and everything was
like,
just an
no,
unjust
get the
precedent
out.
time of
We're all in,
madness.
baby. All right,
They
good
had
night,
ketchup
Michaela.
was different colors.
Good night, Michaela. Oh my goodness. Cereal isn't a soup, it's a sandwich. How is it a sandwich? And why
Well,
would you say
yeah.
something so controversial
Totally,
yet
just
so
like with the
brave?
soup, but it is not a sandwich.
It is totally a soup. Sugar was busy pointing the finger at Fat. That really
Yes,
was
it was.
the battle of the 90s and early 2000s, wasn't
Yes,
it?
it
They were
was.
like, sugar's gonna kill you, and they're like, no, it's like cholesterol and saturated fats. And they were like,
Yeah.
and then what was it? There was like the fad of like these super fruits like pomegranate and Mona V, if you remember that. It was like a
Oh,
magic
oh my
anti
God, take me
yeah.
Was it this when they came out with all the light versions of foods and they had to call them light LITE?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
So they took fat out and then just
Yeah.
threw a ton of sugar and salt in there.
And then they were
God,
like,
that's
"Oh shit, sugar's the bad guy, so let's throw in a bunch of stevia and fake sugar that's worse for you.
Why am I
Aspartame's
losing
now
foot?
in." Yeah. And then they were like, "Actually, sugar's actually kind of good for you, and you should go back to having at least some of that." And then
A little bit.
yeah. And then it just went from like superfruit to superfruit. I remember then they had like green coffee bean extract in everything, and then everyone was juicing grass for a while. They were all
Yeah,
drinking
wheat
grass
grass.
shots. And then
Yeah,
and then
wheat
and then they
grass
settled
shots,
on
yeah.
kale, and I don't even know what the new fad is now. I just know like
Kale,
everyone's
who
moving
knows?
to like these liquid diets. Like I'm like, what are you?
Kale that was
How?
just
Why
happy
do you
being
think that
on the
works?
plate. Just sitting
Right.
there not being eaten. Yeah.
All Fruit Loops taste the same. How dare you? Have you ever had
But I don't know,
pineapple
that's
pizza on your
another good
pineapple?
question.
No.
Have you ever had pizza on your pineapple?
No.
Not the other way around.
I just can't enjoy. It's not even pineapple on pizza that I hate. It's just warm pineapple. I remember I was at some like Brazilian like steakhouse or something, and they had like this like cinnamon spiced pineapple that they like fire roasted or whatever, and they were like shaving
Yep.
it off. It was so weird for me. It's just something about the
love
way
it.
it gushes when you bite into pineapple that just feels
Yes.
wrong when it's body temp. I'm just like, I
love
feel like
it.
I'm biting into an animal.
And they're sitting there slicing it off and like telling me when. I'm just sitting there staring at the guy, and he's like looking at me. He's like,
You're
and
just
he stopped
describing me
on
with,
it.
with Parmesan cheese on really any pasta.
And I'm sitting there like, I didn't say stop. He goes, do you just want the whole thing? I go, yes. And he just slid the whole thing off and cut it up for me real quick. Goes, there you go, I'm out.
Yeah. Oh man.
So there's a really great Brazilian place. Like they bring everything out on the skewers.
Mhm.
Yes.
They just come around at the table.
But let's just talk about that Scanos.
Ah, He's like, so they give you a coaster and it's like red light, green light.
Yeah.
So they know you turn.
Oh
it
yeah,
over,
I've been
you're
there.
full.
Yes.
Oh,
I've been to a place
amazing.
like that.
Yeah, if you have it on green, you better be ready to eat because they're bum rushing you.
They're
Yeah.
bum rushing you.
Dude, they like literally 5 guys will run up, be like, "Hey, you want some of this? Here you go. What about this one? Here you
Bro,
go.
you
Hey,
hear
what
a
about this?
knock on
Here
your
you go."
door in the middle of the night, and they're like, "Yeah, you left it on green when you left."
Green, so we're
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
I'd be mad. I'd be like, "All right."
Bro, it's like
I'm
the
just gonna
it's
open
like
up
the
my mouth, just
Duolingo
pour it in.
owl. Yeah, you need food. Are they just watching me eat my KFC here? Yeah, I
Yeah,
promised hi
everyone's
guys I'd
watching your
eat
KFC. We're
KFC
just
on
talking
stream
about food
today.
now.
Uh huh.
God.
One of us keeps our promises.
You guys need smell-o-vision to really get the full effect here.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
I've been pounding farts in this chair. Nobody needs to smell this right now. Let's not have that.
I did not see
Do
that
you
coming.
remember when that was a thing? When that was gonna be like the latest
You know the
tech?
craziest thing I've seen
Oh,
actually?
God.
Speaking of similar tech, I mean, first of all, they have smell-o-vision actually as a VR thing you can buy. It's not very diverse. They have like these little it's like a 3D printed case that has like little fans in it and little scent bottles, and then it will like blow the fan behind a certain scent bottles depending on where you are in the game. But it's limited to whatever scent bottles you have, right, like on the shelf at any given time, right? But
Right.
the
Everything
coolest thing
smells
they've
like
done, they figured out how to make like a taste machine where it's like a little just rod and they stick it on your tongue and they can recreate any taste on the tip of it.
With like an
You know, I stick a
electro
rock in my mouth, okay?
It's so weird because because taste is made up of like I think it's 5, right? 5 fundamental flavors, whatever. It's like umami, like salty, sour, sweet,
Right.
and I'm blanking on the other one. But yeah, so
Yeah.
they just use a combination of those
Yeah.
to recreate pretty much any food you could think of, and they've just been like mapping it out. I eat sushi. I actually don't like sushi. I am a disgrace to California because I
Yeah,
don't
I'm leaving
like
this. I'm outta here.
I don't like seafood. I don't like seafood, period. For me, it's just like a smell thing. I can't get over how it all smells, and the only way to make it not smell
I
that way
love it.
is when you drown it in butter. My extended family is like, we love lobster. I'm like, no, you love butter. That's what eating
Yeah.
lobster is. It's an excuse to eat 2 sticks of butter in a meal.
We just got some crab and everything. And watching my wife eat crab is a power move. She's literally looks me in the eyes, cracks, and be like, "If you ever fuck up, this is what I can do to your neck, real easy."
Mhm.
But then yeah, she got a huge vat of butter. She just goes, "Boonk," and then inhales it. I'm like, I am both disgusted and aroused at the same time.
You know what's funny is I had a similar experience with Ari, who's my girlfriend. We like on our first like I don't know if I can call it a date because it was like before I officially asked her on a date, but it was a really nice dinner. It was kind of a date. I
Okay.
took her to like this oceanside restaurant, and she grew up in like a highly religious kosher household, and so she'd never had pork before. And she
Oh,
ordered
wow.
pork ribs and was just demolishing them, and there was just barbecue sauce everywhere, all over her face and all over her hands. And I don't know. It's kind of, for me, it was such a relief because it's like being in California, you just go out with these girls that are so annoying, frankly, where they like eat a lettuce leaf and they're like, I'm
And then-
so full, I couldn't
then-
possibly eat more. And I'm like, what? There's
Like,
just, it's not even biologically
free-
possible
you're
that was
free
enough
still.
for any living being.
Yeah, no. I couldn't stand that. I remember a girl I dated.
Yeah.
The first day, she didn't realize it was a date. This is my favorite part because I took her out. We went and got pasta, and she is just destroying this bowl of pasta, just
Yeah.
demolishing it. And we were friends before, so I thought it was a great time. But her friends afterwards asked, they were talking about, it's like, so you hung out with them. She's like,
Mhm.
yeah. He picked me up. We went and got dinner, and then we saw a movie. And they're like, what? Was it a date? And she goes, no. And he goes, hold on. So he picked you up. Yes.
Yeah.
And he took you to dinner. Yes.
That
Did he
slow
pay for dinner?
realization.
And then she goes, yeah. And did he pay for the movie you guys went to see? She's like, yes. And
Yeah.
they go, oh, honey, that was a date. She goes, oh my God, I made the biggest mess when eating. Like,
Oh,
she's
man.
like, she freaked the fuck out. And I just couldn't stop laughing. I thought it was great.
Yeah. I feel like
I'm like, I didn't care.
it's funny though because like I don't know if maybe this is getting into too controversial of a topic, but this is my personal feeling on from what I've seen, and I went to like a really snobby high school. Like girls will go so far out of the way for like these really high beauty standards. They'll be like, this is what men do, but it's like at my school, if you just wore sweatpants and a loose like t-shirt or hoodie, every guy was after you. Every guy. You cover yourself in rib sauce and they're in love. Like, I don't know who thought that the bar was so high, but I don't know. It's like, I've talked to a few people about it, and when I ask girls, I'm like, really, what do you think it is? And they're like, it's other women holding me to this standard, because they're the ones that are talking about each other's outfits, and the guys are just like, man, she just seems mad cute in this like oversized hoodie that goes past her knees, because you know, she's barely 5 foot.
This shirt that's covered in grease stains and everything. And, you know, I'm just a
it's like, she seems like a degenerate like me. I think we'll get along.
There it is, right there.
You know, because truth is I don't want a nicely dressed girl, because what it does is it raises the bar for me. Then I have to dress up and I have to wear pants. You know, like these standards are getting out of my league. All right.
To wear pants? What bullshit is this? What
I have to get out of bed and you know, not just, you know, binge Netflix the whole time.
Oh, man. What a drag.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm married and all she wants to do is watch Netflix. I'm like, all right, now we're talking.
Yeah.
We just went to Aldi's and got a bunch of meat and cheeses. We have our own charcuterie board going and we're just watching
charcuterie
Netflix.
board? Dude, what was I was watching like a TikTok or something, and this guy is sitting and his wife just goes, what the hell is that? And he was just like, it's a Lunchables.
Yes. It's a high-class Lunchable.
Yeah, and she's like, well, what is here? And he's like, meat, cheese, and crackers, and she's like, that's for kids. And he's like, well, we don't have it for adults. She's like, yeah, we do. It's called a charcuterie board. And he's like, holy shit. And he's like, so this is just a child's charcuterie board is what it really is. We were fancy from the get-go.
Oh, hell yeah. But then the fanciness got taken away when they stopped putting the plastic stick in to spread your sauce and everything.
Oh, man.
They betrayed us.
How could they?
I know. Give me back my red stick.
I mean, what was your packed lunch as a kid? Were you getting Lunchables, or was everything like, you know, handmade sandwich by mom?
Most of it was kimbap by mom, which is like think of California roll.
Yeah, no, I know kimbap. Yeah, I know it. What about you, hi guys?
Literally 90% of my lunches were kimbap because there's just, you can make them in mass, you know, quantities.
Yeah.
And go, here you go, enjoy. I'm like, I've had this for like 2 months in a row now, every day. Please, can we eat something else? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
cool.
I had the brown paper bag with the turkey cheese sandwich and maybe a granola bar.
Mm-hmm.
And a granola bar.
Lunchables were oh, I wanted them so badly.
What I'm hearing is your mom didn't love you,
Just
because
out of my reach.
I'm hearing an acute lack of a pudding cup.
Oh, no pudding cup. Nope.
Oh man.
What?
No.
I'm sorry you didn't have a
hell?
childhood.
Yeah, what the shit?
Yogurt if I was lucky.
Yogurt.
But I was one of 7, so you know there was no room in the fridge for that many Lunchables.
I see. I mean, I don't know. I'm one of 5 or one of 6, and I made it work. But I don't know. You know what's funny is I was talking to my mom about this the other day. As a kid, apparently I had this really strong belief that pissed her off, that if she cut my sandwich in half and gave like the other half to a sibling or something from like a large sandwich, I'm a small kid, right, at the time, and I would believe that my sandwich has lost half the flavor. And so if she cut my sandwich, I would get really upset, because I'm like, you're taking half the flavor, and I would get really upset and throw tantrums.
She not just slap the shit out of you.
But here's the question. This is how I know if you're a sociopath. Were you crust on or crust off, boys?
Crust on.
Crust on.
We were crust on. Waste nothing.
Dang. Yeah. I was a crust off boy, but I didn't waste anything because I would just buy. I would buy Uncrustables. Remember those?
Oh, those
still exist.
Well, yeah, that's they branched out.
Yeah.
I went to a freaking Target the other day. They have like a Nutella Uncrustable. They have like a ham and cheese roll up Uncrustable, which. Why is that even an Uncrustable? It's
yeah,
like,
that one I don't know about that.
Yeah, they had like so many different things trying to steal my flavor. I know I caught her in the act, man. I wanted crust off, but Dad said crust on. I could see that being a thing. I mean,
that was my thing. I said crust off, but my mom said that's too damn bad. You eating this?
Man.
Wasn't given much of a choice. It was starve or eat it.
Yeah.
And that's how it was with everything. If you didn't like what was for dinner, you were going to bed hungry.
Man, I had that 100%. If you don't like it, I'll see you at breakfast. That was what she would always say. And I always had like the finishing everything on your plate before you can have more of anything was always a big thing.
Yeah.
Or you got the your eyes are bigger than your stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
And then you're like, I want dessert. Like, you still got that plate right there. Eat up.
I just remember as a kid, I would just daydream of like that device from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy existing, which is just like almost like a microwave, but they type in like a food name and it just appears on the spot. Or no, it was you lean in and you think about it, right? Wasn't it? Well, you think about it and it appears.
Babblefish.
In the babblefish.
I thought we were gonna come full circle back to the fish, but no. Yes, I agree.
No, we're
That's a
coming
good
back more to
superpower.
your smell-o-vision.
I want smell-o-vision. I would.
Well, if you could have any
for
tech you
smell-o-vision.
want come into existence, what would it be? Not just culinary related. Yeah, there's a doozy.
Okay, so like the 3D, so picture VR, but
Okay.
just bring that. So like, if we were doing this right now, and I had actually gone out and got a camera,
Yeah.
and then we have 3D representations of each other.
Yeah. You mean like
Like holograms.
holographic representations, or you mean just like if I
Yes.
was in VR, I could see you in 3D? Because that
No, like a
exists.
full 3D rendering.
I see. So it's like a Ready Player One, but I guess holographic. I mean, they kind of have that though, didn't they? I mean, they did with that with Tupac, right, at Coachella. They have decent holograms now.
You're assuming that he's actually dead, but yes.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Well, all right. Then naturally, let's move on to the moon landing. No. But thank you, Withered Panel, for the follow. And it's almost your B-Day. Happy early B-Day. I hope you're having a good day.
Happy birthday
Heck yeah.
from all of us to you.
Should just be like, grab whatever
yeah,
you want. Yeah, we're talking
think I
about
wanna go with teleportation.
school lunches, dude. I remember I would have those like really shitty tickets in middle school. The lunch tickets. They're like they're almost like the county fair tickets you get.
Yeah.
For just the crappiest lunches. You would throw out half of it, and like you would always start trading with your friends the milk to try and just get the one with the like latest expiration date, so you know it was the freshest. I mean, man, yeah. Public school was so different, and then I was like in a public school system all the way up till high school, and then I went to high school, and then it was funny because I don't like seafood, and it was like the most first world problem I ever had, and they were like, so we sell sushi, and I was like, cool,
Oh,
what else? And they're
no.
like, salad. I was like, oh damn it, this is. I just felt so out of place. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you got a couple
6
follows
months.
there, and,
Oh my goodness. Thank you. Hi guys.
Give
For the
sub.
6
Oh,
months of a
shit.
tier 1 sub to Withered Petal. My goodness, a happy early birthday present, I guess. And thank you, Salty Gum and Azrael the Unicorn, for the follow. But my goodness, yeah. But wait, what about you, Soul? What technology would you bring into the world if you could have anything?
Teleportation.
Teleportation.
Yes, because I'd like to go to places to visit, but I hate fucking flying and traveling. I just want to be there.
Have you
Oh,
heard
I
about
like
what
that
Elon Musk is doing?
Oh god, what is he
Teleporting.
doing now?
He has his own teleporter.
No, he has a rocket that can launch
Okay,
really
hold on.
reusably.
Stop right there. He has a rocket. He's
I mean,
gonna fucking launch you.
Wait, you know how he started SpaceX actually? He tried to go buy rockets in Russia. Like, do you have any watch lists he must have been on at that point? Because he didn't really have a company at that point, is my understanding. And he was just like,
He's
so
just a PayPal guy.
do you have your do you have any ICBMs I can just kind of lift off you real quick?
Right.
Borrow.
Yeah, I'm just gonna borrow this rocket. You can take the warhead out of it. It's fine. I just want the rocket part.
I just need the part that propels.
I just don't know how you start that conversation, and it's probably with like politicians or diplomats or whatever. Like,
And he went right for the ICBM. He didn't
no,
try to, like,
he
buy
no,
the-
no, he
the
didn't
space gun.
fuck around at all. He went right for it. He went all
Give me
in.
the space railgun.
Bruh.
So much faster.
oh my
and
goodness.
Budget friendly.
But right, going back to it though, he has this rocket. He believes he will launch into space into like low Earth orbit. It will boost itself around the Earth incredibly quickly and then land back on Earth. And he wants that to replace airplanes. He thinks he can make it safer than an airplane. He's already buying oil rigs and converting them into like launch pads for these things, so that it doesn't like add too much noise pollution to cities. But he just wants to launch them and land them constantly around the world and replace planes. And he thinks he can get you like around the world, in under like 12 hours or something. Like, it's
You
supposed to
think
be
jet lag's
pretty
bad
crazy.
Like jetpacks land now. Wait until the impact.
I don't know, man. It's an interesting idea.
Hey, I'm not saying it's not a bad idea. It's just gonna take a lot of time for that to work, and I don't think it's gonna be in our lifetime.
He actually just finally did a successful test with it, launching into the pretty high altitude and re-landing it, like the full rocket, which has not really been done before. I mean, he hasn't done it to outer space yet, but that's his next milestone. We'll see if he makes it.
Does everybody need like astronaut training? Because that's pretty intense on the body. That kind of, coming back into orbit and everything.
I mean, I don't know. With the right acceleration and deceleration, it doesn't actually have to be that much force.
What did he shoot up? Was he put like an egg into orbit or sea monkeys?
No, not yet. He normally does launch something really weird on it whenever he launches a new rocket to space for the first time.
We launched some raw eggs into orbit, got them back down, but they were all hard-boiled by the time they made it.
I mean, he launched an entire Tesla into space, so don't underestimate the man.
Just launched a Tesla into space. That thing didn't come back.
No, it didn't. I don't think it was intended to.
And it's done.
And then meanwhile, China was having stuff come back that they didn't intend to.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, they had I think it was one of their satellites came in.
Yes, it did. Sure did. Cat, we have no idea. We're just gonna wing this until.
Yeah, we're winging it. What's up? Yeah.
Oh, you get more KFC?
Oh no, I'm good, thanks. Yeah, no, I have no idea. We're just gonna go till we feel like it. Probably till 12, if I had to guess. It's probably gonna be like a 1 or 2 hour podcast a week. And what's nice is I usually push really long hours on stream. So it's gonna give me just kind of a day of the week where I can rely on, where I can get like a little bit of catch up on sleep. But free car in space must pick up. Yeah.
Well, I read that.
I see.
I was like, yes. That's a Craigslist ad right there.
Oh man. So you want teleportation?
Yes. I think that would be really cool.
If you work out the kinks with teleportation, there's your smell-o-vision. Solved.
Yeah.
Teleporting smells to you. Awesome. I could teleport farts to my friends. I need this done. I need this to happen.
Man, I don't know, man. I feel like for me, it would have to be like a cybernetic brain where they can actually transfer consciousness instead of copying consciousness. Like the idea,
interesting,
right? Like they always talk about, like, if you clone yourself, you still won't make it. Or even if they like copy your brain, it's not actually you living on. But like if they could actually somehow move your consciousness and like your electrical signals into some sort of cybernetic thing, or slowly adapt your brain to be cybernetic to just keep it going. I feel like if you did that, you'd eventually just live long enough to see the other technologies you care about come to fruition, right?
That's Ray Kurzweil.
Yeah.
Yes. I'll say if you played Soma, because that's a very similar, touch.
Interesting. Soma.
Yes.
Should I cook for myself? Sure, absolutely. I always encourage people cooking for themselves. I love cooking.
I love cooking. I hate the cleaning part.
Here's actually a good thing to delve into. And hi, guys. You're going to have to come out from under your cage of, like, what profession are you kind of doing now and on track to do? And was there any other career paths you kind of considered? Obviously, like, later in life. Obviously, like, not as a kid, I wanted to be an astronaut or whatever, but serious consideration.
Oh, I was supposed to be a doctor.
Really?
Yeah.
What type of doctor?
I never quite got that far.
Yeah. What changed your mind?
Biochem. Just pre-med course load was a lot of work.
The only friend I knew that went through a pre-med track quit pretty quickly.
Yeah, there's the switching to other avenues of study is not uncommon.
Yeah. After biochem too, I think actually he was really good at it though. He was really, really talented. I was always so garbage at chemistry. I got better later, but it never came naturally to me. There were so many weird phenomenons. And then I went into quantum physics, and it just got weirder. And I was like, how is this real life? None of this makes sense. Like I was just trying so hard to understand. There's just, but even non-theoretical stuff that's just basic engineering principles confused me sometimes, because they defy what you would assume. Like,
yes.
Like here's the one I've talked about on stream before, and it still bothers me. It irks me that this is a thing. If you have a hose with water pumping through it, right, and you grab the hose and you squeeze it, where your hand is squeezing on the hose is lower pressure, not higher pressure.
Yes.
I don't like that. I hate it.
Go, what?
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Fluid dynamics. He hates it so
I did.
much.
I hated fluid dynamics so much. No shame. It took me 2 tries to pass fluid dynamics. I was so garbage because I'm such a visual learner, and what's happening on that scale is just so hard for me to fathom. No worries, Shadow Knight. Have a good night. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
It's telling you what your eyes are seeing is wrong. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. When I learned things, it was just me trying to come up with like a large scale analogy to picture to like relate to the small scale things I can't see, right? That was kind of the key to my learning, which just became really unraveled in quantum physics. So you were going to be a doctor, and then you went on to become what? An artist?
I am no artist.
So what is it you do?
Have you seen me play TKO or Champed Up?
Yeah, but you're on a phone or a computer mouse. I don't know if that's the same. So
No, my sister is the artist. Yeah.
Oh, me too. So what did you go on to? What was the path?
I just stumbled around for a little bit, and they say, you want to do something that is like your passion, right?
Yeah. This is the most roundabout way to not say what you do. What do you do, man?
What are you, a lawyer now?
Come on, get to the meat and potatoes, man. Let's go.
Yeah, chat's waiting.
Yeah, no, I work in a career that brings me no gratification, but pays the bills.
I mean, hey, if it works, it works. I've always said that, like, I feel like, I don't know if this is controversial or not, but I feel like the days of, just follow your dreams is kind of dead.
It's gone. Way the fuck
It's
gone.
more of the days of find a way to pay the bills and then do whatever you love on the side as a hobby. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
That's honestly what led to my career choice. I mean, like, I was going to be a chef, and I thought it was really awesome, and I really loved doing it. I really love cooking.
Okay.
And I realized that I also was really good at robotics, and one I could do with a lot of money and have a really good, stable career, and the other one was not as stable and not as well paying, and so I realized that I could do one as a hobby and do the other as a job more easily than the other way around, and that kind of led me down the path of becoming, ultimately, I'm a mechanical engineer and a computer engineer, and that's what I do now. For those of you that don't know, make a robot chef. Well, that is honestly one of the, like, my strongest opinions of, like, if you want a stable career, just find a way to do it in STEM. Just find a way to do it there's probably a way to do it as an engineer. It's like, if you're into art, there are robots that make art. If you're into music, there are robots that compose music, write music, and, like, whether it's mechanically doing the actual actuation of writing notes or just helping program the way it formulates songs, right? And there's so many ways to take your hobby and then instill it into a really stable career path, right? And not entirely lose the basis of your passion, right? And that even goes for cooking, right? There's, like, going to be cooking robots, and I mean, they're already well in development, right? I could go work on that and bring my love for cooking into my engineering career that way. What about you, Sil?
I mean, I tried to first to become a graphic designer, which I did enjoy quite a bit, and I kind of how I also got part-time streaming was I could use that graphic design stuff for it, and I enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
But then by the time I started, 2 years, worth of people ahead of me already graduated, and the market was insanely saturated with graphic designers. Like, the value of a graphic designer just took a massive hit, and I'm like, well, now I don't want to do this because I'm gonna get this degree, and then I'm not gonna be able to fucking do anything with it.
Yeah.
So eventually I just got burnt out on school, never completed college, and I bounced around job to job to job to job. And then somehow I was doing a bunch of interviews, landed this position with this job where at first it was in packaging. And I've done like 15 interviews before this. Now I'm doing this one interview with like 4 supervisors at the same time, and I'm so tired of just doing interviews in general. They go, so what motivates you to work? And I'm so tired. I just go, you know what? I know you're not supposed to say this, but money.
Yeah.
Money definitely motivates me to work. And they all laughed and they go, yeah, you shouldn't say that. I'm like, here we are. And they go, okay, what's enough money? I'm like, you know what? This is all I want. A nice ranch style house with a garage and a small fenced in backyard. So, the one day I have a kid can run around and just be able to take care of my family.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a lot to ask. And they go, okay.
Good answer. Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, okay, that's fine. And I got the job. And so I started in packaging and then worked my way to operations manufacturing, which is a very fancy way of saying inventory management.
Yep.
And now I'm a chemical manufacturing technician. And now I'm trying to become a scientist.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm literally.
So, are you gonna go and finish a college degree then?
If I get the science position, yes, I would actually like to go back and get first an associates in biotechnology, and then see. Then I don't know what happens after that. To be honest, I never thought this would be my career path.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like a consideration. I just kind of fell into it, and now I'm just following this path of like, okay, I've done this position for a while. What's on the job board in this company? What's that?
Yeah. And so then, what brought you into streaming on the side?
Well, I had a COVID-like symptoms, so my company's like, stay the fuck away from us for 2 weeks. You're still getting paid. You just can't come in.
Yeah.
And I took our spare bed into the basement down here because I was like, well, I don't want to get my wife sick if I got it. So I was down here for 2 weeks, literally just living here. My wife would leave food at the top of the steps, and like a gremlin, I'd come up, get it, eat it, and then put the plate
basement
back
dweller.
Yeah. And I was like, I am fucking bored. I go, all right, I'll just, I always talked about maybe trying streaming. Let's see what happens. And here we are.
Dang.
Again, something I just kind of fell into, and I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Man, it is kind of crazy just how far you kind of end up straying. I mean, like, even like back in high school, I worked at a grocery store and then was a forklift driver for a short stint.
There you go.
Yep. And then I went from that to doing cancer research, and then went off to college for engineering. So
Wait, how did you go from forklift driver to cancer research?
Who's to say? I mean, it really what it was is I was just doing a bunch of passion projects. Like, I was just doing a lot of programming on the side. I was programming since like middle school, and even did some like web design for companies in middle school. So yeah, I don't know, just coming out with a really nice portfolio was good. Not that my grades were excellent or anything, but.
And see, that's like almost the other way for me. It's like, how did you land in this job? I just do really good at interviews. I got a shit-eating grin and just a fucking attitude, and somehow it got me this far in life.
Yeah. No, I also interview really well, but I don't know. I interview really well, but sometimes I struggle with authority. Like, in the sense of like, one time I was doing a massive project, and I had this boss that knew nothing about computer engineering or programming or anything, and I was doing a bunch of programming for it. And he had this old programmer come in. Well, this guy who wasn't even a programmer, who tried to like teach himself programming as he was working, and was, and he did really well for a guy who's never touched code before, but pretty shitty for, professional work. So I was like, I just want to go back and just kind of start from scratch and just like redo it, give this software a really solid foundation that's easy to expand on. And the guy's like, no, I want no backwards progress. We only move forward here. And I was like, you understand, it will take me longer to try and like hack together new stuff to his really bad code than to just start over anyways. And he would argue, he's like, I just don't think that's true, so you just keep going forward. I'm like, and I just wanted to like be like, what the hell do you know what's true or not true, but of course I'm just like, okay. All right.
Question burn, but you got it, Chief.
And they're still dealing with that. They're still dealing with that now, I guarantee you.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. It doesn't go away. It doesn't go away.
Absolutely.
You're always gonna have someone above you that, like, most people you think will be like, they've been in the industry, so you have a lot of respect for just how long they've been there. But you'll always have someone in the company, and you're like, that person is ranked above me, and I am much smarter than they were.
Yes, like there's nothing I can do, but God, do I hate
And
them
I don't know,
because of how
maybe
stupid
we're
they
just
are.
narcissists. Maybe we're just really big narcissists, but
Everybody's slightly narcissist and everything, but there is a point where like like this person doesn't know what the hell they're doing.
yeah.
Please get anybody else.
Yeah.
Doesn't even have to be me, just somebody else who might not have a better idea, or at least open to different ideas.
Yeah. So is there anything you're looking forward to right now, like work-wise, or even just like like with what you're doing with streaming, like video games you're looking forward to, or like an event?
I mean, with the VR setup now, I'm really interested in trying to stream that, and I think it'd be a lot of fun. I do have to get over the motion sickness part. I think I got a good solid hour in, and then all of a sudden it just hit me like a truck. It's like, you're gonna
Me
throw
too.
up.
I made it like an
We're
hour
gonna
and a
take
half.
this off.
And then Ari made it like half an hour in. And it was nauseating to watch my stream because I didn't set up the boundaries for my room. Like, so I was moving with the joysticks and standing pretty still in my room. And the joysticks weren't doing like a smooth turn. It was doing snap turns, like giving you whiplash. So even viewing it on Twitch was nauseating.
Yeah, that I could see that being a problem. I've got mine set up in my corners and everything, which I just realized they're still on looking at me. It's kind of creepy.
Oh, you're using a Vive?
Yes.
Oh, those aren't looking at you. Those are just they're just lights. They shoot lights. It's not cameras.
Oh, okay.
They're called lighthouses because they're literally just spinning lasers, like infrared lights, I believe.
Oh, cool! I'm getting cancer. I love it.
I don't think that's how infrared works. But you know, who knows anymore? Bro, it's so weird. California has such strict laws with like what causes cancer. And even things that might have the slightest possibility. Yeah, you walk into every store. It's like I walk into a store and I go into the socks section. There's like a sign that says like, "Warning: we're required by Prop so and so to tell you that this might cause cancer." Like on any product in California, they're so. I don't know. And from my perspective, it feels over the top. Maybe I'm just really naive, and all that stuff is just really bad for me, and I'm an idiot. But
look,
I don't know.
I'm not a scientist yet, and if I do, it's most likely gonna be a blood scientist. So don't you at me.
Yeah, but oh man.
But yeah, I think VR it would be a lot of fun to do. Trying VR at Phasmo though, God, that scares the hell out of me.
I'm really looking
the
forward
ghost
to
screamed
this.
in my ear. I was like, I'm gonna poop my pants right now.
Well, now that you and I both have a VR setup, and I'm gonna refine mine, I'm gonna add the boundaries. I was using a Rift, and I don't think it was tracking as well as my Vive, so I'm gonna go back to the Vive. I have a few ways to like improve my VR stream, but hopefully.
It also looks like you're fairly limited where you're at right now. You have a very small area to work with.
Oh, actually, quite the contrary. See this massive bed behind me? It folds into the wall, so the whole room becomes empty. Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, well then, all right.
Yeah. It's a Murphy bed, so I actually have a lot of VR space.
And you ever get stuck in it? It just springs up and launches you in there.
Yeah. Who's the third dude? It's Hi Guys.
Urkel is the third dude, actually. I'm the fourth dude.
Yeah, he's number 4.
It's 1, 2, and 4.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to both of you doing VR streams. Maybe you mainline a bunch of Dramamine and just have at it.
You know, it's funny. I was talking to Ari about that. Of like, I wonder if I just took a bunch of Dramamine, would I be okay? I don't know if it applies to VR.
I don't know. It's just a new.
I don't really know how Dramamine works.
Yeah, that's
because I'm not a person that normally gets motion sick. Is the thing. I've never really gotten motion sick other than VR before. So it's kind of hard to know.
That nerve connected to your inner ear.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, the vestibule or whatever.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I'm not a big motion sickness person too, but after wearing that VR for a while and just, trying to be aware of your space around you while you're looking in a different universe is kind of trippy.
Yeah, I went to Corsair and I tried to pitch a product, or not a product, a series where I just kind of buy every VR accessory there is and then just try it out and just in search of the most immersive VR experience one can have. And I don't know, that idea still really intrigues me.
I'm into this.
You're into this?
Really
how can I help?
And I would just try really weird things. Well, I would just need a lot of money, frankly. But yeah. Unfortunately, Corsair's like at the moment your community is too small, but if you get bigger or down, they like reapply when you're bigger. We'll see.
Right back to crime.
Yeah, we're going right back to crime, robbing, and then buying all this VR stuff.
Mhm.
And see, you're robbing a bank, but you're putting the money back into the economy. So
Yeah.
in the end, you're a good person.
Also, by
Help
the
the
way, for
economy.
anyone watching, if you're in my Discord, we have a little section called Media Share. I think next week we'll be reviewing some videos that you guys submit. We're kind of reacting as a group here.
Good God, scary thought.
I'll have my moderators check it out and make sure it's not TOS. Don't worry.
90% porn.
It's
gonna be
still
busy.
gonna be so cursed, but it shouldn't be terrible.
Of course, media share is always cursed.
Yeah,
Just like my
probably.
group is like, you should do VR chat. I'm like, I am not streaming VR chat. I don't think so.
I know someone was asking me to do that too, and I was like, I'm just so afraid I'll go in, and since it's an open community, someone will like drop the N-word, and then I'm just screwed. My whole VOD is gone, the whole stream is done. Like, I don't know how you avoid that.
Not
But
easily.
yeah, when you get home, let me know. I can pull you on in. But oh my goodness, yeah, it's
There, there you go. That's next week. VR Second Life.
VR.
VR Second Life. Is Second Life still a thing?
Bro, I heard they have VR Valheim, and I'm so in. I'm so down.
Ooh, that's intriguing.
Yeah. And they're doing some major updates, so I'm very excited to see where that goes. Because I
Yeah,
was
where's it-
addicted to it for a while. What do you think is like your top, let's say, 3 games of all time?
Of all
Ooh.
time.
Of all time.
Ooh.
I'm gonna-
Chrono Trigger's number 1.
Drink? Can I also
Solid.
some Mountain Dew?
Let's see. Probably okay. So Chrono Trigger, River City Ransom, and probably the original Metal Gear Solid.
The original Metal Gear Solid. All right.
Yes.
Interesting.
That's PS1, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Good choices. Gosh, I don't know. Like, of all time, maybe most defining Ultima Online.
Ooh.
Yeah. Drink. Yeah. Sorry, I reread.
General Chaos. If anyone in here ever had a Sega Genesis.
I currently have a
sounds-
Sega Genesis. I could do a Sega Genesis stream.
Well,
That
if
sounds
you
so familiar. What is that?
It's
It
one
was
of like the
a-
really early consoles, like an NES, pretty much around the same era.
No, the General Chaos. I know. I
Oh,
got Sega Genesis and everything. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I grew up with the Atari. Don't you judge me.
oh, same. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, bought an Atari at a garage sale. But General Chaos was like single screen, so it wasn't a side scroller,
Mm.
but it was 1 to 4 player co-op. Well, versus mode really,
I gotta
and
look
it was
this stuff now because
basically
it sounds so
like
familiar.
Yeah.
army men. So you had one guy who was like the heavy gunner, and then you had a guy that threw explosives.
Yeah.
I don't think there was a medic or anything, but
Oh,
um,
hey, Irk,
it
you
was
don't
a-
have to miss this combo. You should have access to the podcast VC. Just don't turn on your camera, or else it will screw up my capture. We'll have to do your camera next week.
Love that.
And just sound a lot like "Hi guys," so you don't ruin the illusion of 3 dudes chatting.
Right. Oh, I
Oh,
do remember
sure.
this game, General Chaos.
Okay.
Okay. It's like
I
a weird
invested-
RTS, kind of not RTS.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. Oh, actually, speaking of RTS, Dune 2.
Oh,
too.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's a classic.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that the
What's
one you
up?
can do fully ray trace now, like in
Hello,
every way,
hello.
because it's so old and it's so basic, like polygon wise? You can ray trace everything.
You know, they're doing a lot of things like that. Like, someone's remaking Daggerfall.
Yeah.
whole game,
Yes.
which was frustratingly hard
Yeah.
in my youth.
You didn't get a
Died
lot
to
of
that.
direction in that game.
I
Yeah,
mean,
there was none.
were you ever a glutton for punishment, like a Dark Souls man?
Oh, I love
Oh,
Dark
so
Souls.
Demon Souls. Demon Souls is one of my favorite
Ooh.
games of all
Demon
time.
Souls.
Demon
yeah,
Souls.
The original
Yes.
Demon Souls. Yeah.
What
Yeah,
console was that
PS3,
on?
baby.
The
PS3.
amount of time I spent on that game. Yeah.
Unholy amount
Probably
of time.
that. Guild Wars, the original Guild Wars.
Yes,
is a
yeah.
big one for me. And there's an extremely obscure computer game, strategy game that I spent untold hours playing.
I guarantee one of us knows it.
Kohan Aramon's Gift.
No
Never
idea.
played any of it.
No, I got it from a Future Shop.
Yeah.
Do you guys haven't even have Future Shop down in the States?
Not that I've heard of.
I got it. I think it was $10 on sale. And it came with a year subscription to PC Mag when that was a thing.
Oh, no, PC Mag's still a thing. They're just online now.
It was the best deal ever, but it turns out I actually love the game.
There you go.
Yeah, I still play it every once in a while to this day. It's like 21 years old this year, I think.
Dang.
I mean, in the grand scheme, it's not that old.
Can I throw a fourth one in there?
Sure,
Yeah,
go for it.
Please.
Syndicate.
Oh, like the original.
Yes.
Yeah, all the old Bullfrog games. Just
Yeah.
great.
Now for some reason I just think of the original Doom.
Before Peter Molyneux decided to literally promise impossible,
Everything.
physically impossible things.
If you cut down this tree and come back in game time, 2 years later, that tree's gonna start growing. You lied to me. Played Fable. You lied to me.
I mean, isn't that kind of what they're doing with was it like Star Citizen?
Yes.
Yeah.
In
He's
some
like
ways,
promising it's gonna be the
Star
most
Citizen,
advanced game ever.
They might actually do it in like 15 years whenever they finish the game.
Assuming
yeah,
their
if you
funding doesn't
actually-
dry up.
I
Yeah,
kickstarted it, what, 10
If
years
you-
ago now? I don't even know.
Oh no.
If you go and check on the game, they are working on it, and a lot of the things they've said are there now. But
Yeah.
I mean, at this point,
It's still an unplayable
so
game.
long.
How many years later?
Oh, yeah. No, it's a tech demo. But
Yeah,
I
no,
wanna truck
absolutely.
This Amazon game.
Amazon.
Because I think, New World, I think it is.
they
Oh.
burned me
You
on.
guys
They
seen
burned
that?
me on the last game that they made. What was it?
The one that got canceled.
Crucible. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually kind of liked it, and spent some time on it, and then
Just wasn't getting the player base.
Yeah.
No.
Too many PUBG games. Too many.
I
you got
liked
Fortnite, all
PUBG.
that.
I was addicted to PUBG. I played so much PUBG, more than I care
did
to admit.
too.
And I was in college at the time too. It wasn't good for my
that
work
makes-
ethic at all. I would for real. I was in the top 0.01% in PUBG. I was a heathen with how much I
Jesus.
played that. I lived and breathed this stuff, man. And then
Was this PUBG or PUBG Mobile?
PUBG. Oh my god, I started dating a girl at the time. She was telling me that she's like, uh-oh. What happened there, chat? Uh-oh. Whoa, I just got yeeted. Hold on a second, chat. Yeah, hold on. It disconnected me. I'll reconnect in a sec. Come on. Yeah, uh-oh, is it right? There we go. Okay, sorry, chat. Whew. Yeah, my mouse just died and it yeeted me from the call, so I had to go grab a mouse to plug in. There we go. Is that better?
Look who's
I think
back.
so.
Back again, yeah.
Oh God, I'm broken into 2 pieces.
It's okay, I'll fix that. There we go. Hi. I don't know what that was about. My mouse just disconnected. My wireless mouse just killed itself, and then it also hung up on the call. So Awesome.
I don't know if you caught it, but we're pretty sure Tencent was picking up on their algorithms that you were talking about PUBG and.
I see.
They weren't getting paid, so.
I see. Yeah, no, that's true. But yeah, no, I was saying, yeah, I started dating a girl. She was telling me how much of a gamer she was, and I found out all she did was play PUBG Mobile. And the boss in it, I've never seen worse boss in my life. They would like sit in a corner and then just like shoot the wall, and she walk up and like shoot them and just like scream with so much excitement. And I'm like, okay, good for you.
You're like, neat.
Yeah, I'm like, this is cool. Yo, I didn't get the real PUBG, and she's like, this is the real PUBG.
Like, all right, I think we're done here.
The one true PUBG, just like the new
My first
Diablo
red flag,
that
yeah.
came out. Oh my.
Yeah, man. That was kind of, I don't know.
Well, Solus, what about you? What games, what games for you?
I'll disappoint you guys because everyone wants to hear like really old school games, but I don't know.
Farmville. It's Farmville.
I think my number one of all time.
No. Farmville 2.
There's a 2?
Wrong. It's 8-Ball. It's the Facebook 8-Ball, or is it iPhone 8-Ball, or whatever it is?
Jesus.
No. No, the real one is my number one is The Last of Us. I thought The Last of Us was
It's a fantastic game. I mean,
like, yeah. I don't know. I've never
good,
just
very story driven, yeah.
It's incredibly well done, and the art was really beyond its time at the point in which it came out. Like the graphics were incredibly good. And then I think number 2, honestly, is gonna be a controversial one. I just had so much fun with it, and I mean, I think it's also, I'm biased because I've just been in such a just like withdrawal from missing couch co-op games, and so for me it takes 2 if you played that game. I've been having so much fun with that game. I've just been showing it to everyone I can and playing it over and over again. And because I think the art's fantastic, I think the directing of it was fantastic, I think the voice acting was fantastic, and the graphics again are breathtaking in certain moments. Like, I think that was incredible. And then I think I don't know, number 3, I think I would go into a completely different genre, and I'd probably be between like Frostpunk and Civ 5. I think was a game that I again put way too many hours into and lost a lot of my life to.
A Civ game is like, all right, I'm gonna play this one game that's gonna last months and months in like just ever.
Yeah.
And see how much time I can sink into this, either before I get bored or I just nuke everybody and call it a day.
Oh yeah, no, I damage friendships with that game.
Dude, you play games like Pummel Party and shit like that. You're just damaging friendships left and right.
I know, man, but I love it. I love competition. I'm a very competitive person.
Friendships?
Yeah. I still haven't forgiven McFly and Witchy when they both put a shotgun to my head in Pummel Party and everything.
Bruh, they did that to me too.
Don't shoot this old man. Bam. Okay.
Yeah. No, man. Yeah, I don't know.
Bring it up to her every now and then. She's like, "You're not gonna let that one go, huh?" I'm like, "Hell no."
Nope.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it'll happen today, but I think for some of the future podcasts, we should for sure like organize just doing some like casual gaming after the podcast. Like after 12, we can just like go off and play Faz or something.
Yeah.
Even a little VR might be cool.
Yeah, I'm game for that.
Oh, you know what's a game that I actually remembered loving? Totally forgot about, and then it came up for free on PlayStation Plus recently. It was Rez. Did you ever play that game?
Rez.
R-E-S
or R-E-Z?
R-E-Z. R-E-Z for you Americans.
That's right. That's right.
It's
what is that game again?
Guitar Hero-esque, isn't it? It was a beat game.
It was a beat-based shooter.
Or music.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Oh.
It was very, very interesting. I think it was fantastically ahead of its time, to the point where no one knew what the heck it was and what they were supposed to do with it. But I would love to see a game that expands on that after having played through it again.
Yeah.
Truly a unique experience, and they have it in VR now, which is just like mind-blowing.
Yeah. Hey, baby, welcome back. My goodness. Oh, you know the one I really loved from my childhood? I mean, aside from Putt Putt, which was fantastic, was a game that, I don't know if you guys will have heard of it, Zoombinis. It was like
Zoombinis.
It still exists on Steam. You can still buy it on Steam. And it was...
Does it really?
That, and there was like this M&M game I played as a kid. And I don't remember the details of it. I just remember playing as an M&M. Oh man, where's the
my
third?
God, it is
He's
on
off
there,
camera,
Zoom
but there's
meetings.
actually now 4 of us because Urk got off work. I think Urk might end up being a special guest if we can't figure it out, where he's just missing an hour every time. We'll just call him our special guest, and I'll keep 3 dudes chatting.
I mean, I really thought I was gonna make it out there, but
Yeah.
then 20 people walked in the door just before we were closing.
Dang, that's rough, buddy. Man.
Yep.
I don't know.
That's how she rolls, you know.
Yeah, no, I get it, man. The hours can really suck. I remember I would work at the local grocery store and they were open till like 2 a.m. And so, and sometimes I would cover for other people, so I'd do a day shift and then have another shift later, and I'd have to stay till 2 a.m. and they open at 5 a.m. And so sometimes I would have sometimes I'd have a shift where I would end at 2 a.m. and I go back at 5 a.m. to just continue the next shift.
You'd be like, I'm just gonna roll this cot out and go to bed. I'll just wake me up.
Yeah, I remember I was dating a girl at the time. Actually, well, here's a podcast exclusive. I was dating not a professor, but not my professor. Someone's professor somewhere. I won't say where she went, but I remember I told her that I was gonna be like pretty much off the radar for a few days because I was just working back-to-back shifts and it was gonna be hell. And I was just gonna be sleeping when I wasn't working as much as I could, and I still got paragraphs in my phone, just putting the Gettysburg Address to shame paragraphs, of just being pissed off that I was off the grid, I guess.
You're like, yo, I'm busy. I'm sorry, but I
Yeah.
need sleep and live.
I remember when it came to an
issues.
end, I didn't know how to tell her or what to do. Like, how do you meet up with someone and where do you meet up with someone to end it? So I took her bowling. I took her bowling.
You took her
Hey, wait,
bowling.
I didn't know what else to do.
5 pin or 10 pin?
Yeah,
5 pin. 10 pin. Is there 5
So you
pin?
give
Oh,
it,
No.
you give her
Alright.
a 10-pound weapon now to hold in
Yeah.
her hands and look at you.
It's going well, baby. It has been a minute. Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, okay. So to clarify for those of you that don't know, I have autism. So I'm very socially inept, naturally, inherently. So I was like, not only am I just dense as a man, but I'm also just a dense,
we
inept
lost you
human
on
being.
camera.
Oh, awesome. I'm also just a dense, inept human being in general.
Man, that reminds me of an old coworker that, bless this dude. This dude is wicked smart.
Yeah.
You're back. And I mean, just wicked book smart. And I think he still works for the company I do. And I know that he had an interview, and like I said, really smart guy. But yeah, his social skills weren't the best because he was homeschooled until college.
Yeah.
So social skills weren't there. He's also one of like 12 siblings and everything, big family.
Yeah.
And he was, this one guy was telling me about the interview. He's like, I'm not technically supposed to tell you this, but you care about the guy. I'm like, oh yeah, I love the guy. I was like, so yeah, what happened? He did the interview. Like, well, he started talking about stuff. They made mention of, okay, when you combine liquid chemicals, you make solids. Your camera died again.
I see that. Awesome. It's gonna keep doing that.
You make a solid material. I go, okay. And he's like, he brought up in college that they did an experiment like that. I'm like, okay, cool. Bringing up past experience is great. Everything sounds like it's going good. And he's like, yeah, but he said that the solid material he made when he talked about it was like, oh yeah, we did something like that. I made a bunch of swastikas. And I'm like, he did not say that in the interview.
See that coming.
Don't tell me he said that. And there's a frozen part. He just looked at me. He goes, "Yeah, he said it." I'm like, "No, why?" In an interview. Yeah, they kind of canned him on that one.
I feel like for this podcast, I should be facing you. I should be like looking over here, talking to you.
I'm also like looking back and forth at chat. And when I focus on your face, just technically the camera's above. So,
cool. My camera killed itself again. Apparently
maybe we all need cardboard cutouts of each other.
Yes.
To kind of feel like we're.
I'm just gonna buy 3 more monitors that I can place with just your one face on each one.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, my
Let's
camera.
just go the VR route and I'll be in VR chat and just do it that way.
Do like
with our faces pasted on our character.
in the drain.
Very poorly.
All right, baby. Why are you having a pity party?
was somebody
You should be
else.
pitying my camera. Apparently hates
Yeah,
me.
your camera's having a bad time.
That's okay. Make a VTuber. That's not my
Oh,
worst
no.
idea. But I think it's just the
Gee,
power cable to
no.
this camera is garbo.
Giving up the ghost.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you just get to look at me. I'm sorry. Y'all can have nightmares. Best of luck.
I can try putting in my battery.
I pay for other people's therapy, no matter what some people in chat say.
I can try swapping out my camera battery. But I don't know. I'm using a wall adapter that quits on me sometimes.
Oh, it's on the
I still don't understand how you have a camera that operates on battery. Where did you acquire such a thing?
What? What do you mean? Not literal like double A's.
I mean versus like a webcam.
Oh, I already had it because I was super into photography. So I owned a really nice, expensive camera, and I was like, yeah, and I was just like, I may as well take advantage of this, really high fidelity camera, since I already own it. And I need a capture card for other things anyway, so I just grabbed one.
That's fair.
And here we are. The only problem is just
Fidelity is only so high as the adapter allows.
yeah. Well, what I might just do is just buy another like regular battery for it, and then just have like a those like dual chargers where I can just have both batteries in, and then I can hot swap them pretty much.
Look at you,
and
Mr. Fancy Man.
Then I can get like a good probably 8 hours, which is probably the most I'll really need other than subathons.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll look into it. I'm pretty confident
We
that
got
it's
3 days subathons. Good
the
lord.
battery power that screws it, but it is what it is. I don't know. Should I walk him back through the questions we already did since Urk was missing?
I mean, why not?
Superpowers.
All right, superpowers.
my.
What do you think is the most overpowered superpower? And if you could have any power, what would it be?
I'm
Overpowered superpower. I mean, invincibility. If we're talking superheroes,
That's what I said.
That's pretty intense.
I said that in shapeshifting.
Yeah. Shapeshifting could be OP, but
Yeah.
it doesn't have, it's not capless. You could have a limit to the shapeshifting. Whereas invincibility is kind of, you're invincible. You can't be killed.
Yeah, but it's like then if you do something wrong, you're just constantly hunted. But it's like if you commit a crime and get caught as a shapeshifter, you just change into someone else and walk away, and then no one cares about you anymore.
True.
Yeah.
There was that movie with the I forget the name of it, but they were essentially
The Invisible Man.
Yeah.
No, they were like, they were
Oh, the
precursor to
Invincibles.
humans. Yeah, and so they took one of them and locked her up, threw her in the ocean.
Ah,
She didn't
That'll do
die,
it.
she just went crazy.
I see.
So I don't know about the whole invincibility thing.
You wonder
I'm
if
not
you're
sold on
invincible,
it.
do you just end up going crazy anyways? Because then the Earth is just still your box. It's just a bigger box, and it just takes more time. But I mean, for all the things you'd live through, right? You'd think it would kind of get to you after a while.
Everyone
All right,
you love dies.
special guest on the next stream, Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. Special guest Tommy Wiseau.
As far as my own power I'd like to have, I
Yeah.
think the ability to speak any language, dead or like alive, would
Ooh,
be.
like a babble, yeah.
Ooh, the battlefish.
I think
Babble
that would
fish.
be.
We're
that
bringing
would-
back the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy babblefish.
Yeah.
The
See, I
amount
like
of
this.
things, the amount of things you could do in the world if you were able to translate between different languages and communicate with anybody,
Oh,
Mm,
like Dean.
I think would be pretty crazy.
man. Yeah, that maybe even paired with reading thoughts would be pretty
Or
interesting.
laser eyes, I don't know.
Or laser eyes. So what would you do with your powers then, if you had those powers?
If I had those powers, I mean, I'd have to, I
Oh,
guess,
gosh dang it.
make some connections, which would be very easy with the ability to speak any language. I think at the end of the day, I'm a big history guy, so just being able to decipher ancient texts would be probably the first thing I'd want to get into. But at some point, you'd want to,
Yeah.
find a position in which you could translate very efficiently between, you know, governments and bigger picture stuff.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of cooperation you could engender in the world if you were able to.
We all
communicate.
immediately were like, crime. We're committing so much crime, and you're like, I want to heal the world. I want to do good, and we were all. You're making us look bad.
Yeah, my main thing was money, get an island, to start my own Mortal Kombat, my own Kumite.
Yeah, he wants a death match. Man.
Thanks for nothing, Urk.
Yeah.
Being all altruistic.
Yeah, thanks for being boring on our podcast.
I would go and win spelling bees in every language and amass my fortune. I'm sure there's.
But that's not even a part of your powers. Your powers were to be able to speak every language. No one said anything about spelling or writing.
That is true. That is true. I guess I didn't.
Very good point.
I didn't think that one through quite enough.
Yeah, how's your spelling in English?
My spelling in English is quite good.
Yeah.
I'd like to think so, anyways. But
you know, I used to think that was you know, everyone that speaks English could spell pretty well, and then I became a streamer, and I met Chat.
I met Chat.
You know, it's interesting. Sometimes Chat is really impressive to me about like the obscure knowledge they have, and then sometimes they're like drunk 4-year-olds with a keyboard, and it's just like sometimes the spelling, you know.
Hey, they might be drunk 4-year-olds with a keyboard. Don't judge them. Don't add them like that.
Really calling me out here.
I love you, Chat, but you know this is true. You've been on the internet. You know I'm right. Oh dang it, my camera.
Of existence.
I know it's metaphorical, really.
Bad about Chat.
I'm making a statement here with my camera killing itself every 5 seconds. There we go. But oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's interesting. Oh, and then Urk, here's the other question. If you could have any piece of technology exist, what would you want to bring into this world?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Probably teleportation.
Oh, we got 2 for teleportation.
I feel I want to say time travel, but that could go so badly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
like
pretty guaranteed, honestly.
I feel like teleportation would be pretty mind-bogglingly useful on so many levels. And also be way easier to travel the world.
That's
True.
It. That's the reason.
Yeah.
That's the reason. Man.
I can't think of too many. Well, of course, there's always going to be nefarious uses for that sort of thing, but I can think of a lot of very positive uses for that.
If the internet has taught us anything, there's nefarious uses on everything.
That's true, and I apologize to the viewers for my camera killing itself very often. I will solve that for the next podcast.
No.
Yeah. This is it's now showing my soul is what it's doing, or lack thereof.
So yeah, Phenomenon's right. Non-pollutant renewable energy. There you go.
I see. Yes. World peace. He could have picked world peace, but he chose teleportation. So.
See, if we had if we had a teleporter, then we could just teleport Solus to everybody.
And I could spread the word.
Yes. The gospel of Solus.
Yeah. But oh my goodness.
You know, that I thought about
the
that.
Flying
that would make
spaghetti monster, man.
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Have you heard the okay word?
Have you heard the okay word?
Oh man.
Poor guy's having a rough time here.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to swap out my batteries right now and see if that fixes my camera, but I don't remember if the one I'm putting in is charged. So you guys can vamp while I do that, you know? Feel free.
Well, we talked about superpowers and everything else.
Let's see, he didn't pick his cereal mascot that he would put in a death match against all the other cereal mascots. Like if they were having an absolute brawl, who are you betting on, Urk?
It's gonna be a Canadian cereal.
Oh yeah.
Oh, much apologies. Sorry, I was grabbing myself a refreshing beverage.
Okay, well that sounds pretty Canadian to me, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Captain
It's literally just called shower beer.
That is not a cereal.
No. Cereal mascot.
That's an Australian cereal, thank you.
Yeah. Well, okay. I have to know who's been chosen already.
I chose
Maybe
Frankenberry.
I picked the Applejack
chose-
Cinnamon Man.
Applejack Cinnamon Man. Sorry, what was yours?
Frankenberry.
Frank. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Count Chocula.
Oh, wow. That's a good one, too. I feel like, I mean, Tony the Tiger is such a dude.
That one got mentioned in chat.
Absolute
but I think maybe the Sugar Crisp Bear.
Ooh. I
I
forgot
think-
about him.
Yeah, I think
Can't get
he's
enough
old
of that
school.
sugar crisp.
He is.
yeah,
What?
iconic.
Sugar Crisp.
Yeah,
The sugar
I
crisp
think-
bear, yeah.
yeah.
All
He's
right.
got some skills. He's demonstrated a lot of real world skills throughout those commercials. He's
He can
quite
get out of here
the
with
I
his
bet.
movies.
espionage artist. Yeah. He's a I think he's my pick.
He's right up there with Sonny the Bee from Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yeah,
Oh boy, yeah.
man.
I was thinking of the Trix Rabbit as well.
Yeah, but he gets screwed over by kids. We talked about this. He can't even
It's-
beat
it is
kids in a
true.
battle of wits, let alone in fisticuffs. You know.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
still think if you told him that the ultimate prize was tricks, he would go on a killing spree because it's all adults.
No, man.
I'd be saying that.
Yeah. Oh man.
yeah.
Silly rabbit.
Dude, the Rice Krispie elves would just get in a circle with some bats, man, and they just go to town on Tony here. Poor Tony boy.
Aren't they like 4 inches tall?
Yeah, but Snap, Crackle, and Pop, they got the spirit, man. They want it badly, you know, and I just think that would carry them to victory.
It's gonna be Dark Soul tactics, a lot of hit and run tactics.
Oh yeah.
Gotta go.
They're in, they're out, man. You don't even know. Dude, they feel like they'd be a bank robbing team if they exist in real life, you know?
I can see that now.
Yeah, the Rice Krispie
they-
Bandits, man. I'm telling you.
They're fallible.
Yeah.
Like Ernie the Keebler elf. No
Yeah,
love.
Keebler help. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Man.
Here you go, Soul. Let me see if I
Yeah.
can find this commercial actually.
Oh, no.
I'll add that to the media share, whatever the heck.
Oh,
we're going.
God.
Oh, I got a good
No,
question.
it's great. It's an ancient one too.
Yeah.
What's up?
I got a good question coming at you. All right, you ready? What
Yeah.
franchise, video game or movie, do you think needs a sequel that just didn't get one, or did get one and it just needs another one?
Oh, that's a real question right there.
Yeah.
I bet there's lots of people who want Bloodborne, but
Yeah.
Zone of Enders. Did you ever play the?
Zone-
anybody ever play
yes.
this?
Zone of
Yeah.
Enders.
That's a good one.
They made a second game that was pretty good as well, but with today's technology, I think that a sequel to that series could be absolutely amazing.
Yeah. I just think the Fast
Yeah.
and Furious franchise just really hasn't gotten enough yet. They just
Oh my god.
14 more, baby.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
go.
yeah.
I just like after Paul Walker was gone, I was like amazed they kept going. They just announced another one too, I think. It's good.
Look, I remember when
Fast
the
and
biggest
Lonely.
thing was stealing TVs with VCRs and DVDs built into them. That was the big score right there
Yeah.
and everything. Now look what they're doing, taking on entire countries.
Yep. And then they just brought in The Rock, and they're like, "All right,
Yeah.
it's a brand new franchise."
Yeah.
I think the world's begging for another Catch Me If You Can sequel. So
Yeah.
I don't know if, I
if
want
we
that
can get that
touched.
in the works.
We need a
still
Smurf.
more
We need a
story than that.
Smurfs 3 movie. There just
Oh.
wasn't enough
Oh
Smurfs.
boy.
Cats
Not
2.
enough Smurfs.
Cats 2.
Care
Electric
Bears? Care
Boogaloo.
Bears?
Care
I'm gonna
Bears.
say never-ending story. If it's never-ending and you just have
Yeah.
two
They
movies.
ended it pretty successfully actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. I'm not buying it.
It doesn't make sense. It just
Absolutely not cats. Why not, huh? Why not
yeah,
cats?
come on, cat.
Ooh.
Grim Fandango,
I agree.
yes.
Grim Fandango. Excellent.
Oh yeah, that would be fantastic. That would be.
Ah,
unreal.
yes, I too relate to this thing.
Um,
I do too.
oh, One of the most depressing sequels, the one that the third longest journey that they came out with. I was so excited for that.
Yeah.
Those games were so good.
Yeah, they came out with a sequel. It was okay.
Well, they started working on their what was the MMO they did?
Were they? Oh wow, I didn't know.
It was one of those Nordic companies. Who did the longest journey?
That was Funcom. Was
yes.
I came back to the Soulcast. Heck yeah.
Does anybody remember that Funcom MMO? That did just.
Secret
No.
Society, the Secret Society one or whatever.
I think we need another National Treasure movie. What's more Nick Cage?
No.
Everything Nick Cage. I want every movie redone we've ever made, but with Nick Cage as lead. Male, female lead, I don't care. It's Nick Cage now.
Let's go with Face Off.
If you said Face Off or Con Air, okay.
Yes, Con Air with his majestic hair.
The Rock 2.
We need another.
Sean Connery to sign up.
What was it? Scorpion King. We need another Scorpion King.
No, the hell we don't. That CG hurt.
I know. It's beautiful. Oh, you know what we need? We need The Room 2.
Oh no.
We need a sequel to The Room. It's what the world needs.
I mean, he's made some other movies.
Or a sequel to Trolls 2. A sequel to Trolls 2.
Yeah.
Have you seen House 2 Second Story? It's so good. I can't even begin to describe what these movies are, other than just like massive acid trips. Like I don't know, like in House 2 Second Story, this guy just like he's like a repairman with a regular toolbox, and then he just finds an interdimensional portal in this person's house just like casually, and he's just like, fear not, before I was a tool man, I used to be an adventurer, and just pulls like a freaking broadsword out of his toolbox. Like, it's just the most random thing, and you're just like, what the did I just watch? I only see 2 dudes. Yeah, it's because it's because Urk didn't get here early enough. It's
you see 2 people, but there's 4 of us.
It's because Urk didn't get here early enough for me to add his capture, and Hi Guys didn't get a camera in time.
Hi Guys is just
it's just a failure.
Bummer.
Yeah, the other 2 dudes are in your imagination. Yeah.
How
about
a sequel?
Your imagination.
That's hot. Not gonna lie.
How about a sequel to every Jim Carrey film?
Bruh.
But especially the number 23. We can call it the number
24. Dude,
24.
I want a sequel to Flubber. I liked Flubber. I loved Flubber.
I'm pretty sure there was a sequel to Flubber.
Was there?
The Nutty Professor.
Yeah, that was the sequel.
One of those had a sequel.
Did Flubber have a sequel? I don't think so.
Oh, I'm sure there was a bunch of Nutty Professors.
Bro, we need more Air Bud movies. Where are the Air Bud movies? I miss the Air Bud movies.
How many sports has that dog played? And how many times
he plays them all, and just because you're just jealous that he's more talented than all of us combined.
Of course I'm fucking jealous.
I love this absolute just sinkhole that we've
Oh yeah, we've gone down the rabbit hole here.
You realize that across the 2 movies that they made with Air Bud, they went through like 6 dogs.
Right?
I did not know that, and I am sadder for knowing this. Why did you tell me this knowledge? I am now cursed with knowledge.
They leave us too soon.
They do. They really do. Dang, man.
Doggos.
Man, now I gotta go hug my dog.
What other games and movies were like my childhood? I remember Bionicles, the movie. I remember watching the Bionicles movie. Do any of you guys remember Shaolin Soccer?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Shaolin Soccer and Kung Fu Hustle.
Oh my goodness, and Kung Pao.
Ninjas?
Kung Pao enter the fist or whatever. Oh man.
I was gonna say this. I'll say this now, but probably going back, it's aged terribly. But yeah, Kung Pao enter the fist was just the
great movie.
The editing and the entire premise of the movie, like re-editing, like voice him doing like him. Yeah. What do you get when you cross a owl with a bungee cord?
Shows
my ass.
Yeah, just the looping running. Bruh, it's the ventriloquist swinging.
We trained him incorrectly on
Yeah.
purpose.
Because we thought it was funny.
Oh
My
man.
nipples look like milk duds.
But are there any movies or games you're looking forward to that you're waiting for now?
I feel like I've gotten so jaded with getting like burnt on like pre-ordering games. I don't even look
Oh,
forward to
you
games anymore.
pre-order?
I'm like, I'm just waiting for stuff to come out and waiting for reviews. I don't even pay attention. Somebody goes, "Oh,
Yeah.
this new game came out. Okay, cool."
Well, I'm
I'll
still
look at it in about 2
hopeful.
weeks.
I did that with Biomutant. I waited and I was hopeful. It did all right. I enjoyed it. So I'm really looking forward to Psychonauts 2 is what I'm waiting on right now.
Oh yeah. That was a
Yeah.
fantastic
Better not mess
original
that up.
game too.
Yeah.
I played the last game Double Fine made and it was pretty good. So
Yeah.
that means all the rest of the games they make will be good too, right?
That
Oh,
wasn't,
absolutely. No
yeah.
series has ever made a sequel and put it in the ground. That it only gets better. Yeah.
All that series on Amazon.
I mean, the only way they could really just like blow our expectations away is DLC. You know, that's how you really exceed expectations and make a game better. Is make most of it in DLC.
I mean, what I really
One
want.
DLC.
yeah.
what I really want
90%
for the
DLC,
added
and then there's
convenience-
10% is just the regular game.
Right.
Yeah.
For the added convenience, I would like the DLC to ship on the disc that the game comes with.
I mean, they should have an edition that is that.
And then you have to pay to unlock it.
Yeah.
Just so you don't have to download it, so it's just on the disc already.
I feel
Yeah.
like StarCraft.
Yeah,
but I mean, but here's the problem: is that discs are going by the wayside. I mean, you can get a PS5 with no disc reader whatsoever.
Oh, absolutely.
And my computer for sure doesn't have a disc reader on my laptop or my desktop.
Nope.
My friend had bought some discs from an artist, and he asked me to rip them.
From an
And I
artist?
said, yeah, sure. Like, bring the discs over.
What's
And I
on
just
these
went the
discs?
Oh, I don't even want to say. It's
Also, are you sure
terrible.
you want to admit crimes on the internet here?
I ripped them for him. I mean, he owns the
It's
he owns
burning
the
a
music.
CD.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard
Yeah.
that you can rip it to your own like Plex server or whatever it is.
Yeah. To be fair, I didn't even bother ripping them though. I just found
Yeah.
them for download online because I couldn't be bothered to dig out a disk drive.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, 100%, totally rip these for you.
Yeah.
Here you go. Yeah.
All the VHSs my dad has of copies of stuff.
Oh.
Fern Golly was one I watched a lot of.
Man, I'm sure. Like, I just wore out 2001 Fantasia. That was the VHS we just wore a hole in pretty much, just watching
for
that
me, the
over and
original
over again.
Fantasia, baby.
Oh yeah, the original Fantasia.
Yes.
Man,
Be
dude,
careful
I was.
about watching that while on mushrooms, by the way. Not that I know by experience, just saying.
No.
When the devil shows up, it gets a little dicey.
Yeah, you know what else I wouldn't recommend doing that with is The Point. Have you ever seen The Point? Oh man,
Yes.
it's like
I have not.
yeah, isn't it Paul McCartney? I think does the
I think
soundtrack,
so.
and it's
Come on,
just
Fairy.
a real ass from a movie. It's about like a kid who is born like everybody in the land has a pointed head. And
Yes.
and he's the only one born without one, and it's like him discovering to like a
And
way to
that's the
love
point.
himself. Yeah.
Ba-dum-bum.
It's a really weird, really stylized movie, and when you watch it, you would think you were tripping on something, and it's just that's the experience. That's what it is. It's got a really good soundtrack though. Highly
Yeah,
recommend.
I do remember that.
I have to say, I'm still angry with Double Fine for Space Base DF9.
Space Base.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm lost
Wow.
I
here.
don't know if I don't think I know that.
They just didn't finish it. It's on Steam, but don't buy it.
Yeah.
It's not,
Well,
not
yeah.
done.
Huh.
No, I'm seeing this is an absolutely terrible
Boy, is an extra
view
crisis in the form of a
situation
human
here.
child's cartoon.
Yeah.
I thought that was Watership Down.
Oh god,
Oh.
Yeah.
nightmares.
Overwhelmingly negative reviews.
Oh. What about Zoombeanies? How is Zoombeanies doing on Steam? I'm gonna buy that game. I will stream it. I am determined.
gonna say
Backyard
better
Baseball
after
and
this.
Zoombeanies it's happening. All right.
Double Fine.
Oh
Because
man.
Zoom
You've done
Genie's
this.
$10, very positive.
Heck yeah. We're doing a Zoombeanie stream, man. It's happening. Can I somehow like mod it into VR? That'd be
Oh,
that'd be
jeez.
sick.
No.
That sounds
I have
horrifying.
no idea what Zoombeanies is. Is this basically
working on it.
Lemmings?
It's like a puzzle game that I found really challenging as a kid, but it's probably dumb easy right now.
Math blasters. Math
blasters.
Let's bust that out.
Man.
On DOS. Man,
wait, what were those things called? They would sell them. It was like a thin, almost.
Slinkies. It was Slinkies.
No. It's like almost like a bookmark shaped thing, but it's a stack of them, and they're like held together, and you can swivel them out, and they have like science facts. Like there was like different topics. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Oh man, what were those called? Oh, thanks for the 10 biddies. I want to get some bits, so here you go. Thank you very much.
Here's your 10
Thank you,
cents.
Shark Cube guy. But what are those called, man?
Mavis Beacon teaches typing. Yeah. Oh, Solus, you should have a outdated typing teacher.
But they all want me. But they all want to race me in typing on that new website that lets you race to viewers or whatever. Which I'm gonna lose because I'm not that fast a typer.
I used to play the original Oregon Trail. Let's see how many times you can die in the water.
Yeah.
Or of dysentery.
I'm the Oregon Trail, but every time I die of dysentery in the game, I die of dysentery in real life.
Oh,
memories.
God.
We had the old
1v1 and typing on demolish you.
Emacs in our or whatever the heck they were called. Those real just when they had the color.
Oh yeah, the thick boys. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh yeah.
Elementary school, we had a computer lab. I don't know why we had so much money in our school.
Yeah.
We weren't in a particularly nice place, but some memories of Oregon Trail and other things on that. Obviously not the original, but
right.
Right, man.
We had one where you played as a fish.
Bro, this podcast is just to realize how old I am stream is what it is.
You shut up. Aren't you in like your mid-20s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not much older than me.
Old enough.
Oh, well, you're like 5 years older?
Yeah, see, it counts. Oh no, I'm 33.
Okay.
All right. The original question that got us on this route was what thing we were looking forward to coming out. I've actually got a TV series coming from Amazon of all places. I'm vaguely hopeful. They're actually turning the Wheel of Time book series into a TV show.
Oh, I just realized what I want a sequel of. There was a show called
Richard Jordan.
There's a show called Barry that I really, really liked. It's super dark and messed up, and it's about like this. It's about an actor, it's about a hitman that wants to become a famous actor in LA. So he's like trying to quit the hitman business and just be like a theater actor. And it's like they're just a really bizarre story.
That was Bill Hader, right?
Yeah, with Bill Hader. I've never seen him in a serious role, and he knocks it out of the park, man. It's so good.
Yeah.
But you have to like dramatic irony and just really dark humor. But I thought it was like one of the best shows I've seen in a long time. That, and I really want another season of The Witcher. That's what I also need to happen.
Yeah,
I've been waiting.
Going to your Witcher.
Give me another season of Australian action comedy series Danger 5.
Danger 5.
So you know, with Lucy Lawless.
Oh no.
I don't care how old she is. Bring it back.
Danger 5 was an absolutely amazing sort of parody comedy series.
Is it like WKUK?
Well, they just parodied different. They only had 2 seasons, but they parodied different sort of eras of TV and film. So the first season was kind of parodying like 1960s spy thrillers and pulp thrillers, and then the second season is parodying like 1980s cop shows and things like that. But it's set on the backdrop of World War II.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just hodgepodging a lot of things into this.
Yeah. It's a special team of spies who are tasked with killing Hitler. It's got a lot going on.
Oh man.
One of my favorite television series of all time. It's just so unique, and the humor is so singular. Like, I've just never found anything that quite hits those marks.
Yeah.
I think going back to my superpower wish, there's so many different people who speak different languages in the show, but everybody just understands each other. Like there's subtitles for it, but everybody understands each other. There's no like misunderstandings. One of the main characters only speaks Russian, and there's never any like no one mentions it at all whatsoever.
The Umbrella Academy.
Yes.
That's a show I don't feel needs a sequel. I feel like I watched the first season, and then I watched the second season, and I just was like, this is just the first season again, but reskinned.
Yeah.
This plot was identical. And they were just like, yeah, we don't have more ideas. I mean, I think it's actually based off comics, isn't it?
It is.
But yeah, I don't know. It just felt too much of the same for me to be interested. I think I took a long break mid-second season because I was just so bored, and then came back and finished it later. I don't know. Maybe I'm too harsh on it. There's something in the doc that says, what's an inanimate object you're currently vibing with today? Example, I feel like toaster strudel. I don't know where to go with that, but
are you feeling particularly strudely today?
I am feeling more I don't know, man. More of like a Kinder Egg right now.
No, can't have those here. Choke on them.
No, yeah. You can. I was gonna say you can choke on me.
Oh, hey now we need. I think we're gonna need that camera off. Excuse me, ladies.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
I just have to drive all the way to the fucking West Coast.
Man, if I put us just a little bit close together, camera-wise, we can high five right here.
Oh yeah.
Wrong side. There we go.
No, you had it right the first time.
Did I? There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, nailed it. Oh man, yeah. Next week's not gonna be a sober episode. Let's just we're gonna set that standard.
It might be down to 3 guys then, because I'll be at work.
Was this week a sober
I
episode?
work every other weekend.
This week, are you not sober right now, hi guys?
I screwed up.
You done goofed?
Screwed up.
I done goofed.
Oh man, I was waiting till you had a camera. That's why.
Oh.
Yeah, I was not gonna be
Double
sober
goof.
today, but then you didn't have a camera, so I was like, oh, that's not as funny. We want to see you when you fall out of your chair. We were in a VC last night, and I just hear snoring, and I thought he was making fun of my sister for being boring in one of our chats. And then she's like,
Nope.
no, he's actually conked out. I'm like, what, really? And she's like, yeah, it happens all the time. I was like, okay.
Well, yeah, weren't we playing Phasma one time and he fell asleep?
Yeah.
And he was just standing in a corner?
We had to quit the game because he just went dead silent. We're like, hello?
We found him. He just wasn't moving. He was just standing there just...
There's a
Bruh.
certain point in time where I just put myself to bed.
Yeah, I can see that. Are you falling asleep in a chair, or do you just have like a laptop on your bed? What's happening in this scenario?
No, I physically get up and I try to participate, but I just go lay down in bed with the headset on, and
But we were in the middle of a game.
Phasma.
Yeah. You just got up and got into bed in the middle of the Phasma round without saying anything.
3 hours ahead I'm 3 hours ahead of you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you could still quit the game and be like, all right, I'm going to bed.
No, you're not understanding. He's 3 hours ahead of us. He's living in the future, all right? So we just have to take his word for it. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Oh, man. Hey,
That was
have
the
you
best.
played the
We
new...
were trying to get you killed the entire time.
Yeah, we were trying to get you killed. We were trying to lead the ghost to you so we could still win the match, and we couldn't do it. And I think they both... Didn't they both... I think one or both of you guys died trying to lead the ghost to him. Yeah.
Because I kept taunting the ghost.
They
I'm like,
died
"Come on, get me,
trying
get me." I see
so
these
hard to
like
get the ghost to
sprinting
you.
at me.
Oh my god. I think you both died because I think McFly took a picture of you, and then she died, and you're like, go take a picture of her, and I was like, no, that. I'm just quitting.
Yeah, like, I guess we're quitting.
Oh yeah.
I do remember a lot of Stella White.
Yeah.
Stella White, kill, kill, kill.
Yeah. Wait, have
What
you
a
played the
great
latest
game.
update for Phaz
Yes.
with the new ghosts? I haven't heard anything about them. What are they like? What's different here?
One of them really hates it when you talk, and I mean really hates it.
Oh, that's...
Because we found the room, and I went in with the spirit box. I go, "Are you here?" And it was immediate hunt. I go, "Oh, I'm in danger."
Oh.
And the other one is it attacks more when it's cold, so it's always trying to turn the power off and make the house cold as it can get.
Interesting.
So
but what are the signs? Is there another combination they haven't used? Or
there's a couple different combinations because the evidence is still all the same.
Oh, they don't have any new evidence yet, or they don't use like the motion sensor as evidence or something?
No, they have more objectives, but not more evidence.
Oh man, that's a bummer. I want more evidence. I want it to be harder.
That doesn't sound empirical.
Do they have multi-room ghosts yet, like or like multiple ghosts in a house?
I don't know if this is just because it was in beta or what, but the ghosts seem to travel from room to room. Like there might be multiple rooms they keep pinging through.
Oh,
because
so that makes...
noticing that we're like, oh, this room's the cold room, and then it would respond on the spirit box, and then all of a sudden, like it was like we weren't finding anything, and then we tried another room, and then that room was cold, and it responded to spirit box. We're like, where the hell are you going?
Yeah. Hey Tyler. Hey yo. But yeah, my goodness.
Then it would spawn in different rooms. So
were you there for prison, by the way, for the prison map?
I mean, I was there for one of them. I don't know if the particular one we're talking about.
Yeah.
All I remember is like, I think the ghost is up on the top of A, and then it showed up. I went, oh, yeah, I'm dying. And it found me quick.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm not excited playing that in VR.
Well, I'm down to play it tonight, not in VR, but if you want to just play some Phaz after, I'm down. Maybe I'll stream it in Discord for the people that want to hang out.
I need to get used to it.
Okay.
I've never played before, unfortunately.
Oh man.
Really? Get the hell out of this chat right now.
Okay, goodbye.
Oh man. Oh, here's a good question. That's not on the doc, but I just thought of it. What is the coolest like Halloween costume you've ever worn? Like since you were a kid, like you're just the most proud of it, or at least at the time you just felt so cool in it.
I had a partner who made me an incredibly accurate Solid Snake from Snake Eater costume.
Dang.
Nice.
Like,
that's pretty sick.
Incredibly accurate.
That's just a giant cardboard box with the little feet sticking out.
Yeah, exactly. No, like I had like the cigarettes and everything, like
the full beer just
I think I had some like Tic Tacs for the pills or whatever, something stupid, but yeah, it was over the top.
Yeah.
And I'm never gonna have I don't want to say that. Maybe I'll have an awesome costume in the future, but
wait,
I'm not someone who goes out of their way to make and put together a great costume. So having someone who was willing to do that for me definitely made that happen.
Yeah. Wait, who's James Marriott? Someone says I don't want to be mean, but you look so much like James Marriott.
I had to look them up and everything. They're apparently a YouTuber of some kind.
Are they saying me or the one or Soul?
You're the one with the facial hair, and that person had facial hair.
Oh, you're saying it's my really shitty scruff. I see. Yes, I am looking now. We both don't have stashes that connect, so I get it. I get it.
Soul is going to be on the next subathon and grow facial hair.
Yeah, he's gonna dye it white so he can be the perfect Colonel.
We gotta do an entire subathon of me growing facial hair. Well, I hope you guys got several months.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, stream till beard.
Stream till that? No, people are gonna die. Just gonna be me sleeping in the chair, waiting month after month. All right, come on.
They're a British YouTuber. Yeah, I googled it. I kind of see it. I think it's just the really bad facial hair.
He looks like
right, Urk.
Vaguely Russian?
Oh wait,
vaguely
no, we should go around.
Yeah.
Wait, so what about you, Soul?
Oh, I don't know if you guys remember this old Starburst commercials with the Scotch Korean.
Scotch Korean?
Yeah, it's the Scottish Korean.
Oh no!
The whole thing was about a juicy contradiction, and the dad shows up to his kid. He's like, "Son, you're Scotch Korean. You don't make a wee bit of sense." Just like Timmy, the albino lifeguard. And
oh my god!
I ran with that because I'm Korean and Polish. I go, well, this is gonna be easy. I got an old Scottish outfit and everything, kilt and all. and just with a big old fake mustache and everything. I had Starburst in the rock pouch in front, which worked out great at the beginning because I was throwing people Starburst and it was a good time.
Yeah.
But the more I drank, the more aggressive I got with the throwing, and it started becoming dangerous projectiles.
Someone lost an eye.
Dude,
I can
somebody got
picture that
domed.
so clearly.
It was
Just
great,
you
but
hurling candy at people. I remember
So
I went to a frat while I was in college, like a frat party for Halloween, and they had like a big sack of candy, where that you could like take a piece or two out of. And we were on our way out, and it was kind of a bummer of a party or whatever. And my friend was incredibly intoxicated, and I like take a few pieces of candy for the road, and he's like, "That's not Halloween. That's not Halloween." And he just picks up the whole sack, shoves it under his shirt, and then just sprints out of the frat. Yeah, he just books it, man. I'm just like, oh my god. And I just get back to my room, and he's just sitting there huddled over a massive sack of candy.
Just gribbling it, just.
Oh man, so funny.
I do love it because my friend, she asked me, she's like, all right, I gotta ask, are you full kilt there? I go, maybe, maybe not. And so she's sitting there staring at me, and she has a camera, and she reaches under my kilt, takes a photo, looks at it, she goes, oh shit, you are full kilt. That's everything.
Yeah.
I go, seen more of me than you thought, huh? She goes, that's wow.
Wow.
Yeah, good time.
That's a move.
And now that's her
that's a move.
Facebook profile pic.
Yeah. I will never forget this party that I was very lately invited to, so much so I didn't have time to prepare.
Yeah.
But it must have been around 2010, and it was an internet meme party. This was like the height of college humor and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I think me and my friend, I grabbed like I got a Snuggie or something, and I can't even remember what he dressed up as, but
Was it a Snuggie or a Slanket?
it was oh boy.
Oh man.
It was a Snuggie for sure. It had the whole like as seen on TV. It was overpriced,
You went name brand.
It was
yeah.
overpriced.
Yeah, I had to go name brand. Come on. Yeah, I remember someone was like the Tetris god.
Yes.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you ever saw that.
Peace.
Someone was an amazingly accurate old Greg who had Baileys. They were offering Baileys
Oh,
on
wow.
his shoe. That was a whole thing. That was great. But I don't know if you've ever seen the video Extremely Slow Murder with an inefficient weapon, I think it's called.
Bruh.
It's an amazing video from a time past that basically features a murderous spirit, on a parody on like the Ring spirit and that sort of thing, and the spirit will only murder you with spoons.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Spoon murder. I remember. Oh, chat
It's
knows what you're talking about.
Yeah, spoon murder. It's great. This guy dressed up as this. He was one of the hosts of the party, dressed up as this character, and this character doesn't speak at all. The guy did not speak once during the entire party. He just stared menacingly at people.
Yeah.
Good
It
for
was unnerving, to say the least. And I have never seen someone commit so solidly to a bit at a party before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite the scene.
Man.
And I would love to recreate a meme party, although I don't even know what that would look like now. Probably horribly offensive and
Bruh,
terrible.
it would just be deep
It was a
fried
more
memes.
innocent. It was a more innocent time.
Yeah. Bruh, it
Party
would
version of
certainly
the
kill
emoji
your
movie.
political career.
Mm.
Oh man.
Oh darn. I shared that Sugar Crisp commercial I was thinking of, by the way, in the
God.
Discord there.
Oh no.
If you care to see
Maybe we'll react to it
how much of a please.
next. Oh man, I don't know.
It's quite tame.
Okay.
But it's from like the 70s, and it's like it's something about air, like it's the Sugar Crisp bear fighting air pollution.
Also, I don't know when we're ending this podcast, but when we do, we should end it as awkwardly as possible. All right, that's the goal.
As
Okay.
awkwardly as
Yeah,
possible.
yeah.
I should just start snoring.
Yeah, just fall asleep on
We can
podcast,
sing-
and make sure you
we can
really
sing
talk in
the-
your sleep about your deepest desires.
We could sing the entire entirety of what's that? The Mary Kate Ashley Olsen pizza song, but
Oh man.
when we ask if we should stop, we say yes, and then we just stop. And
Yeah.
don't
No
say
matter
anything.
what we
5 minutes.
damn it. I was about to say we always end the podcast whenever Hi Guys wheezes. That's the end of the podcast. We just end right on it. We just cut off the wheeze with the end stream button. No matter when it is, 5 minutes in, 2 hours in, we end when he wheezes. Oh my god,
sure,
it's a
Chris.
sexy Korean
know
Polish
sure, Chris?
true.
Wait, what happened?
They're
Yeah.
complimenting Paul with soul.
Ignore that, man.
Wheezing is a valid form of communication. You just say that as a fellow wheezer. I know you.
Is that where that band got their name?
Yeah, it is indeed. Let us wheeze
Exactly
in peace. No wheeze
I wouldn't go on
rights.
so loud.
Oh man. I really need it to be a sound alert at some point. Something you
I
can
will-
trigger.
What the Hi Guys wheezing?
Yeah, I guys just wheezing really hard.
Carl Weezer.
And
Oh, Jimmy Neutron reference.
Carl
Why
Weezer.
are there so many Jimmy Neutron references lately?
Bruh. Yeah, next week we're gonna do some reactions to people's like videos that they posted in my Discord, and I saw one of them is like Carl Weezer in there, so this will be an interesting podcast next week for sure.
Oh Lord.
I really feel like you should have a sound alert that's 9001, and it's the over 9000 sound.
I see. Man,
Pretty neat.
Oh,
A
Solus
brother
doesn't
in
like that
arms.
idea.
No, you know what he does like though?
what do
What's
I
that?
like? Do tell me. Tell me all the things I like.
Oh, he's wheezing. It's over.
Yeah, no, oh.
Oh, I can tell you the
Bye
worst,
and good
the
night.
worst Halloween costume I ever had.
Wait, what was the things I like? Was it just
Yeah,
the
we just
wheeze?
jumped ship.
Was it just the
Yeah.
wheeze? Man. You guys have all these Halloween
That was it.
stories, and mine was just
List over.
Yeah, I do want to hear about this terrible Halloween costume.
Okay, you
So-
start, and then I'll go after.
Oh, you know those rubber horse heads that were all the rage a few
Yes.
years ago?
Oh, do
Yes.
I ever?
Terrible Halloween costume.
Yes,
Smells disgusting.
I bet. Is he reading chat? Just see him look to
Wait.
the left and then start cackling.
Yeah.
If you try to sip on a beverage, impossible.
Yes, naturally.
Very sweaty. Yeah,
Very sweaty.
Just like on every metric you could have for a good costume. Terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, but darn, it looks so silly.
Oh, it did.
For
Well, if we're talking about horse head costumes. My friend did one that was terrifying. It wasn't even for like a costume. We were just in Florida, and I don't even know what time.
Wait, stop right there. That's frightening.
Oh yeah, well it gets worse because I just woke up in the middle of the night. I'm like, man, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I'm walking down the hall, and their bedroom is to the left. Both of my friends, and then the bathroom's to the right. I see the light on. I just happen to glance in, and my friend Lisa is being chased around the bed by her boyfriend Derek, who's in a zombie horsehead mask, and he is ass naked. And there's everything, and she's looking over his shoulder going, help me, and he turns around and realizes someone's there, and of course he just starts doing the helicopter dick. I'm like, I just have
wow.
to pee.
Wow.
I'm just gonna close this door and call it a day. And she's like, no, help me. I'm like, no, you're on your own. You dating him. I gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Thank
just
you.
imagining I'm imagining the head whip though, and you know how the nostril doesn't
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it follows behind, so it's
Between the head whip and something else whipping, I was like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah. Well, thank
I
you,
mean,
Jacob, for the 20 bits. By
I
the way,
feel
tell
like-
Poll I said hi and he's thick with 2 C's. All right, I've done it.
Oh.
The more
Oh.
C's, the more thick.
He's thick. Dang. Sorry, I cut you off, Eric. I just wanted to thank him.
You know what? I really feel like I don't have that much to add to the story.
All right.
Seems
Bruh.
like mentally horrified by this.
Bruh,
Yeah.
my like
I would've
best
added a
Halloween
kilt.
costume was as a kid. I just was Batman with padded muscles, and I felt like such a badass.
Oh.
I felt so cool with
Muscles.
padded muscles, man. Oh man, you feel stronger, I tell ya. And then it was funny because my laziest costume got me in trouble as an adult. Because there was this guy, like I was in a frat for my freshman year, and I couldn't balance that in an engineering course load, so I ended up leaving. And there's this guy who was a cokehead who just always disliked me so strongly because he would like talk about how like his like media degree or something was harder than being an engineer, and I kind of laughed out loud one time at the idea. So and I was like, he would like, go to class high and he would pass it with A's. I'm just like, I could not do that when I was doing. That's all I know. But I went to like a party that I was invited to by the other members, because even though I left the frat, I was still friends with a bunch of the members there. They were and so they invited me, and then that guy saw me and he's like, yo, you're not allowed in. And I was like, no, I was invited by like the head here. And this cokehead guy was just like, well, then you got to pay the fee at the front. And like he's like, pay it. And I like hand the guy who's also my friend at the front door money to go in or whatever. And then the cokehead walks away, and he just hit the guy at the door just hands me back my money. He's like, I don't know what the hell his deal is. But then the funny thing is, I go inside and I take off my coat, and it's Halloween, right? And I just put together the laziest college Halloween outfit, which was just tourist. So I just had a really bright Hawaiian shirt, and then like a camera around my neck, and like sandals, and then like a really bright colored like flower pattern bathing suit or whatever. And I go inside, and the cokehead guy is in the exact same costume. I shit you not, and he's furious with me. I've never had another dude get mad at me for matching outfits. Most of the time it's like, yo, we're the same. But he was just like, like he was just so upset. And I was kind of satisfying to just honestly peeve this guy. But
was it this very camera that you're using now?
It was not this very camera. I did not have this very camera at the time.
Yeah.
Sadly, and honestly, I would never take this very camera into a frat house with everyone spilling and stuff, bruh. This camera is the nicest camera I've ever owned. Might be stolen
by a cokehead.
Right.
Maybe. You could probably sell it for a lot of coke. I don't know, man. Don't do drugs, kids.
I'm just imagining him directly selling it for coke.
Here's a camera. I'll take one bag of coke, please.
Yes.
It's a good. My drunk levels are over 9,000. That's a good Saturday night for me. That's good, Bear. I'm happy to hear you're relaxing.
Oh no.
Oh man, I don't know about that.
Oh, Saturday. I didn't even notice that. You wore the outfit better, so that's why he was mad, probably.
Probably. I believe it.
Yeah. That was pre-gut soulless. Man. But oh my goodness, yeah, that was so funny.
I thought it was a humorous anecdote.
Me too.
I never got to do the frat thing, so I don't have any fun frat stories. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Being in a frat was always weird. I don't know. It was hard to balance it.
Founder of a frat.
It wasn't what I expected. Like they had like mandatory like workout hours and study hours. Like it was weirdly structured for a frat that you're supposed to like kind of go wild or whatever. I mean, they had that stuff. Like I remember the first night I went to this frat, and like one of the things that was just like pretty crazy. Yeah, what was kind of crazy about it is like go and they have like people dancing, and they have like cages, like human-sized cages that like girls are dancing. I'm like, this is the weirdest, craziest thing I've ever seen. And I was it was so funny because I didn't join that. I joined the same like fraternity or whatever, which was AE Pi, but at my school, and the party I went to was AE Pi at a different school. But it was funny because they heard I was an engineer, and their first question to me was, do you think you can install a stripper pole in our basement? I was just like, technically, yes.
Yeah, you're like, that isn't my possibility.
Is that what I would like to do with my talent? Not really.
Hey, if they're willing to pay you.
They were not. I was not gonna get paid.
Mind.
Oh boy.
Bruh.
That reminds me of probably my favorite video. One of my favorite videos on the internet, in the very least, is it's a video from the 90s from a very short-lived TV show, I guess, that was on MTV or something.
Yeah.
Called Farm Club, I think it was called, or something. And they just had women in shiny metallic outfits dancing in the audience to whatever artist happened to be on. And somehow, through the greatest mismatch, they wound up with this band that is just like, especially at the time, just absolute chaos.
Yeah.
And just the sight of them trying to dance to this music is already enough, but then they start destroying all of their instruments and all the amps and everything, and they just zoom out, and these poor women are still just like, I don't know what to do, like still dancing.
Just gonna keep going.
Yeah. It's just the most amazing juxtaposition.
What are we supposed to do?
Yeah. Quite a thing.
Well, that's funny. I like that.
They think they're just Daytona on spring break.
All right. Yeah.
It's just quite an odd video to say the least. Great band though, and you will know us by the Trail of Dead.
Nuts.
That's their name.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Apparently, somebody needs you to chug a bottle of water and a lot of nuts. And
I just chugged a bottle of water.
It's already happened.
Oh, did you? I missed. I blinked.
Yeah. Man.
Soul's been training through the stream.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting really good at waterboarding myself. Goodbye, Hope. Soulcast makes it better. I'll be back.
And Solus will be eventually applying to the CIA with an extensive resume.
I saw the word charcuterie today. Oh man, yeah. Did you watch the earlier part of this stream? We were talking about it.
I worked at a charcuterie place. It was the chillest, most amazing job ever. I just ate charcuterie all day and gave people charcuterie for money.
I would love if
here's
you
a
worked
great
at that place and were like, insider tip.
Yeah.
All we did was just plate Lunchables.
All right. See ya, Oblivionator. But my goodness, wait. Here's a good question.
No, we made all our own cured things. Yes. Question, please.
If you could get locked in at night alone in any store, where would you want to be?
Any store. So specifically a store. Like
I mean, or let's say building, because then you could pick things like Chuck E. Cheese or whatever, or a laser tag place. Like it could be
like
any indoor facility.
Indoor facility.
I'm salt that I can't redeem a sound. Oh, that's because F6 just spammed them all.
Am I alone?
Yes.
Yes. No one's watching. There's no security. There's no repercussions. But like you can't just it's not like you're not leaving with diamonds in the morning. Whatever you do stays there. All right. So you could eat candy in a candy store or whatever, but you're not pocketing diamonds and walking out in the morning.
I think that I'd do like a Sam's Club or a Costco then, just because then I could eat myself stupid and then just play with all the random shit they have in there.
The strippers locked in with me. No, you're alone, remember? But you could swing on the poles if you're so inclined.
A lot of people don't realize the strippers actually stay there. No, that's terrible. That's not what happens.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I don't know where I gotta think this through.
Yeah, this is really tough. If I'm by myself, like
oh, I know what I would do. I know what I would pick.
All right. Well, you go first then. How about that?
All right. For me, it'd be between two.
Let us in on the soulless secret.
It would probably be either go-karts. I would just go around in go-karts all night. That'd be pretty sick. Just like endless go-kart fun, and I would just try and race my own times. Or honestly, probably a gun range, because I could just go through them all and not pay for ammo, because if you've ever gone shooting in real life, it's really expensive. So to just be able to go just shoot whatever I want, any caliber, and all the guns at my disposal with no fees and stuff would be pretty cool. At a range,
all alone, which is extra safe.
At a range. Well, if you're not an idiot, plenty of people go hunting on their own and shit. Like, you can fire a gun on your own and not be a moron.
Yes.
This is true. I've heard tales about that.
But yeah. I don't know. I think being in a range would be really cool. Or like, it doesn't count because it's outdoors, but the answer I would have picked if I could pick outdoors is one of those drive a tank places. That'd be pretty sick.
God.
Oh.
Or drive a supercar places. Also would be pretty sick.
I like the tank museum idea.
Zero repercussions.
Not
I
having to clean
probably would
guns.
lock myself in an extremely high-end restaurant or something like
Yeah.
that. That's just got some like amazing bottles of stuff to try.
Yeah.
It would be better. It would be better with other people, but yeah, I could still enjoy myself.
I would
think.
just go anywhere to get out
Uh,
of Soul's basement that he's locked me in here. You
Yeah.
know, anything's
wait,
really
is
an
Ari
escape.
is Ari in the chat?
Ari's not in the chat.
Get out.
The International Space Station, that would be pretty sick, actually. That's a good one.
Ooh, that is
Oh,
a
wow.
good one.
Mall of
I didn't know we
America.
could-
Try
I
all
don't- I
different
don't know we could do
cigars.
that.
Bruh, that's just speedrunning life, actually.
I should speed run. Go.
Oh my lord! There's already a video
Lung cancer
of
speed
that.
run. Oh man.
Wow.
I mean, that's what it would be, if we're being honest.
It would be,
Yep.
yeah.
Did you guys Mega 64? I mean, if people haven't checked those guys out, there's a wonderful backlog of extremely nerdy videos to peruse, including videos that like Reggie. They get the most amazing people to do collabs with them. The creator of Final Fantasy, like Reggie Fils-Aime from
How did this come up?
Nintendo.
Did I miss something?
Because they made a speedrunning life
I see.
video. It was like a competitive speedrunning of life.
That's where your mind goes. I think of like the Rick and Morty episode where he just plays that like game where you put on a VR helmet and you just have a whole separate life and you play all the way through. I don't know if you guys saw that one, but
I've seen that one.
that's where my mind went. Reggie Fils-Aime. What? Canadian spotted?
Yeah, I pronounced it the French way.
Uh,
I don't even know if he does
see.
himself, to be fair.
Canada.
oh man, we're gonna get
I'm
DMCA
almo-
striked
I'm-
by Canada, the entire nation.
I'm
of
basically the farthest from the French part of Canada that you can get as well.
Canada.
I don't think you can get further.
Yeah, I mean, if Quebec could
being
get further
Canada.
from itself, it probably would.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm going there not too long from now, actually.
Yeah, that's the
interesting.
masochism right there.
Yeah. Well, they have a giant beer festival, so.
Oh,
that
okay.
sounds
Well, never
pretty
mind then. If
cool.
you're not sober, I'm sure. Yeah.
Right, then you don't care.
Yeah.
I don't know. Feels like things are getting interesting again. I bought some tickets to a festival, a music festival around this time next year in Barcelona, or Barcelona as the locals call it.
They do call it
Yeah.
Barcelona.
Yeah. Over 400 artists over 10 days.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bonkers. Unless everything goes to absolute crap and we can't travel anywhere by then still.
Yeah.
But that won't happen, so everything's great. Everything's fine.
Yeah. I'm sure it's all gonna be wonderful. What could
Yeah.
possibly go wrong?
Right.
I mean,
So, I just feel like I have to ask the question that I know is on everyone's mind. Soul, hot tub stream when?
Hey, I did my 5-minute intro with the hot tub stream last night and everything. It's done. It's over.
I think
Yeah?
they said hot tub subathon.
Yeah,
The
hot tub
I've
subathon.
considered a hot tub for
Hot
God
tub.
knows how long.
The
it's
prune,
kind of like
the
Hot
prune
Tub Time
stream.
Machine, but
Yeah.
Knowing you
Bruh.
and like everybody else I know, that subathon would last way too long.
I still.
wait. But is everybody in hot tubs, or is just Soul in hot tubs? And I said hot tubs, like Soul in multiple different hot tubs.
Yeah, Soul just comes from hot tub to each of our houses. Yeah.
Look, my wife wants a kid at some point. If my testicles are completely roasted and everything, it's gonna be a problem.
You'll still have a kid. It'll just be a half-baked kid. It'll be a roasted kid.
As soon as he said that, the camera.
Yeah.
As soon as he said that.
My camera was like, that joke's too far. Fucking him out. I don't want to be associated with that one.
We're gonna leave that one out.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh God. No,
I'm
not
actually
now.
drinking a beer from Quebec, so there you go.
There you go.
Okay.
Right
nice.
this minute. Rausch poo
He's a true
from
patriot then.
Brasserie Dunam.
Have room for
That
3 more
sounds
dudes?
Quebecois.
I don't think so. We're just hanging out. We're just shooting the breeze. Hey, Mason and not Mason, indeed.
Everybody in the
Check
pile.
media
Oh,
share.
Damn it, Prayer.
No, we're doing definitely
just
not
shared
Mason.
Someone
I
just
see.
shared the hot tub stream to the
There's
media
a
share
clip of
for
it.
you.
Oh, I see. We're gonna react to all the stuff in media share. Well, from today forward. Next week when I can have my moderator sift through it and make sure it's all hunky dory.
No,
Sure.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Cursed. My God. Oh,
Right.
that
Curse
exists.
Bringing a curse skier.
I didn't even know that could stretch that far. My God. So, anyways,
God.
come here often.
Oh, always.
Oh, hello.
I mean, I hope so.
My goodness.
Although that said, with things reopening, only the business is only going to be open later. I don't know.
So,
I don't know. We'll see what we can do here.
so how do we know when the stream is over?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Put it to vote in chat.
No. We just end. It has to be all of a sudden and really awkward. That's the rules. I don't make the rules. Yeah.
I guess next time your camera dies, just hit end.
No. I have to sit in the silence. I have to bask in it. How do you get a bottle? I don't know. I don't know, Mason. A blender. No. Do you have 3 alt accounts you're just using simultaneously?
Probably.
Oh man, straw. I'm guessing.
We're going to baby jokes.
I guess so. I'm guessing straw. Oh,
Was that all right? Bye.
well, this is interesting.
My camera
well.
might be done, but I'll help out.
Yeah. Yeah, does it really freeze? So, should I, Dad?
Yeah, it's been great, but
Yeah. I might see you guys next week for this podcast again, and maybe these people in chat should check it out, but,
who would really want to do that, honestly?
No, that seems awkward and weird, and, geez, it's just, sometimes it's so hard to